Okay.
Hello,
Frogs with tits!
motherfucker. hello, and welcome to Open Table Plays Dungeons and Dragons. The only table that you should be watching on your Monday night after your dinner table. Once that's finished, come and join us to play Dungeons and Dragons. We are continuing our adventure of Iliyra, A Tale of Blood and Sand. Me and some awesome players who are on our server, awesome DMs and players alike, are going to try not to die. I don't have to worry about not dying. It's these guys who have to worry about dying. So let's see what adventures unfold on today's episode of Blood and Sand. So, our previous session was full of blood and guts as our wonderful party in hiding faced off against a band of Shade Resistance thugs. After being tricked into an alleyway under the thought that they would be the ones intercepting a precious cargo, they were in fact the ones who were to be found out as deceived and tricked. They were ambushed by the Shade Resistance, who we know as an underground operator of Pelos. Without any issue whatsoever, our adventurers managed to quickly end the confrontation as Gruntar, in his blind rage, equipped with his brand new and sharpened battle axe, removed the heads of a few of them, with not one, but two natural 20s back to back. Still think it's rigged, but oh well. After convincing the remaining thugs to lead them to the hideout of the Shade Resistance, it didn't prove a very simple task, as the party were informed that this base of operation lies under the central part of the city. And the tunnels and the sewer trails which led there change and are well armed with traps and tricks alike. After navigating through one of the under puzzles and losing, I think, all of their thuggy guides, they found themselves face to face with a monstrous beast, Nelly, who had been tamed by the Shade Resistance. After a brawl with Nelly, the fight was brought to a halt as Zakir Tejar, a high-ranking member of the Shade Resistance, brought the adventurers deep into the heart of the hideout, a vast underground cavern littered with the reinforced encampments and battlement preparations and weapons. Nox and Nyx found some of their own kin who worked for the Shade Resistance, and finally the group were taken through to an inner chamber and awaited the arrival of the leader of the Shade Resistance, who when appeared was seen to be a 10-foot tall, black-furred Minotaur. And now, you all sit within a dark office littered with riches, fine couches, furs and rugs, and you are finally face to face with Yadius. So, hello guys, how are you all doing?
Hey.
Hey.
Good.
Wonderful.
As you now sit within this, I'd like to say office, but it's far more dingy and underground and dug in than that. It has been a journey to get yourselves to this point. Now, standing or sitting within this office, you watched as this 10-foot tall Minotaur walked in, nodded at Percy, who you all know to be the bartender of the Shadecast Tavern, took his seat, looked at all of you, and said, "Well, I suppose you all have some questions." He sort of leans back and puts his hands over his head. Leans in his chair, you hear a slight creak. "Well, you've all been searching day and night. Why the fuck are you here?
I think the question more is, what can we do for you?
Me? Well, as he sort of... You see on his huge desk in front of him, he's got like piles of gold coins. He goes, I have riches, lets them sift through his fingers and just drop onto the floor. He looks around and puts his arms out. I have men, people for my cause. I have the city right where I want it. What fucking need do I have of people who are too hot to walk the city?
When you say you have the city right where you want it, where exactly is that?
Oh, for a mistress she is, Pelos is in disarray. A wonderful lady. But the council can't hold her at heel for too long. People are sure to rise up, especially with all these strange things going on. The marketplace getting covered in blood, people turning into monstrous forms. It's only a matter of time.
Is that your plan?
What?
One at a time, please. I got all day.
Oh, please answer my friend. I can wait.
He looks over to you and just involuntary. It's a sort of stationary thing which happens to him that his nostrils sort of flare and like a little bit of condensated air comes out as he looks towards you, Nox. Continue.
Until what?
Until the day of retribution, of course. As he like rises his hands, you hear Zakir sort of as Zakir is on the couch at the back. You see he's like kicked up with his feet kicked up and he's sort of eating this apple as he just chuckles and he goes, "The day of retribution." And you hear Percy standing next to Yelena, sort of just leans in next to you, Yelena. The day of fucking riches.
I'm sorry, I think I might have misunderstood the purpose of your organization. Are you a gang that is seeking riches and power, or are you some noble resistance outfit?
Noble. That one of those fancy words that you use where you come from?
I think it's rather common, actually.
Well, nobility doesn't really make sense in Ajara. The place is fucking crazy. So, it's up to us to try and restore some sort of order. Now what does that mean? What does that look like? What is retribution to us? The city is stained with more than just the blood of innocents. It is stained with more than just the tyranny of the council and the flock of sheep who herded here after the mainlands were deserted and destroyed. Didn't leave us much option, especially since, you see, he pauses for a moment and looks to Percy. Percy just gives a shrug. Either way, y'all have been causing quite the stir since you came off that ship. I imagine retribution doesn't sound too bad for any of you either. I know a very, very important one-eyed captain. I'd love to see your heads on a spike just as much as I would like to see his.
Correction. One eye, one ear.
Take it this is the one, as he looks at Percy and he goes, "Oh yeah, this is the one." As he sort of like clicks his nose. Percy tells me you have quite the bite amongst you all. But sort of looks at Grunter. Not short on muscle either, I see. He looks you up and down Columbia. Foreign lands, foreign powers. All the better to surprise our enemies with. Tell you what, I'll make y'all a deal. You agree to fight for me, die for me, lay down your lives, and pay me whatever gold you get. I won't turn you in, and I won't kill you here on the spot. How's that sound?
No.
Suppose you have.
I am gonna
idea.
get up and walk towards Nyx and just say, absolutely not.
We came here in chains. We escaped those chains. We aren't going to jump into bed with another slaver. Why would I die for you, a man who hides in his office and sends grunts to be killed on a simple fetch the people I'm somewhat interested in quest?
Slaver's an interesting word. Don't think I've ever been called slaver before. As he starts laughing, Percy laughs and Zakir laughs. Oh, contrary.
That's what you just described.
I see myself as more of a liberator.
I'm sure all fascists thought the same thing about themselves. Now, let me ask you a question. You brought us here, albeit under strange and false pretenses, but you obviously wanted something from us. And I'm assuming it wasn't just to be your run-of-the-mill grunts who worship the very floor that your hooves touch. So what do you want? Really? As you said, we are skilled, and we bring knowledge and skills from foreign lands. If you're willing to work with us, I'd be more than happy to lend aid.
She makes a good point. What do you think, Zakir? I am just your humble servant, Yadius. I do not know what these people will do to benefit us. Surely you see something in them. Percy? Honestly, mate, this one just keeps breaking noses and trying to shoot people's heads off the way that they do. I think that'd be a good addition.
Oh, thank you, Percy. And I slap his bum.
Look around. What do you see? In this room, it's not a trick question.
Is he asking me or is he asking?
He's asking everyone.
Okay.
Supplies. Memories. Food. Plans. Looking at the table.
I see a man pretending he's not hiding from the world.
I see a king without a crown.
I came to Pelos. And Ishara fell into disarray. Outside these walls, which they, as he points up to the ceiling, they like to keep us within. They like to make us all think that we are being protected. And although, yes, if those devilish threats from the outside ever made it into the city, then it wouldn't last a day. But what we are doing here is more than just a gang or a movement. Or heck, it's more than just restoration. It's a new wave, a new life. People don't see it because the things we have to do to get this gold, to get this food. Hell, to even get that fine-ass sofa you're sitting on then, Zakir. We have to kill, we have to cut, we have to maim. We have to be the bad people in this city.
Those things I have no problem with. However, it's a good idea to do it with a clear goal in mind.
A we have a plan, and that's where you come in. Now, regretfully, you did kill some of my men.
Excuse me. They attacked us.
Under
We killed
orders.
we killed two of your men, and you killed the rest.
And I did not think that they would die that easy. Josh put in.
No, it was sort of like watching a candle get hit by a very sharp object. A hot candle.
I didn't kill any. Just to put it out there, I didn't kill anyone.
Well, I appreciate you, Gander. But regardless, men died, men need replacing. So, tell you what, no chains, no ratting, no turning in. Honesty and honesty. Best policy, right? You all live with Master Cho at the moment.
I
Correct?
can neither confirm nor deny.
Carnivore looks at you with a smirk in his gaze. Nonetheless, you all have safe harbor, correct? The guards don't know of your whereabouts. For all of his aged cracks and tribulations, Joe knows what he's doing. Can think of nowhere safer for you to be. But before I have you as part of the movement, let's say, I need to know you can be trusted. There are people that you came with on that ship who are now under the protection of the Council. Or one of them lies within Saltward Prison, along with many of my men. Good men, honest men, good fighters. What's your interest in retrieving your fellow travelers, your fellow countrymen?
I feel really sorry for Deucalion. He shouldn't have run off like that. But I don't know what we could do to help them. The Dragonborn, unfortunately, I don't know him enough to. I don't know him.
So, no hard feelings if they're disposed with.
I would hate that, and I'd feel very sorry because I was traveling with him for a little while. But I don't know. I really don't know what would be the best course for him.
Columbia, you get a message in your head. It just says, "Do you want him out or not?" You can reply.
She responds back just saying, "I'll feel bad, but I don't. It would be too tough at this point. I don't know."
Okay. Let's play a little game. What the fuck do you want? And I don't mean just from me. I can give you a lot. If things go to plan. But let's say tomorrow you wake up and you get where you want to go. What does that look like for you? Turns to you, Grunter. Big guy.
Well, not a lot, really. I think I'd just like to walk down the street without looking over my shoulder every 5 minutes. Freedom. I'm easy going.
So Pelos isn't a bad thing for you. You wouldn't mind staying here.
When I look back and think about where I've come from, no, to be honest, I quite like it here.
What about you, sweet one? You seem to favor this place as he looks at you, Columbia.
I want to know what is corrupting the innocent people and turning them into fucking shitheads.
Yeah, don't we all? I say you can run an underground for as many years as I have, and you can still just be a as clueless as the rest of us when it comes to that stuff. I have a guess.
That's what I would really like to help with. I've got someone who has been corrupted, and I want to know if I can save him or if I have to kill him, potentially. But I also want to stop being fucking tested by everyone in this fucking place. Like, tested coming through here, tested with Nelly, just everything. I just want clear, are we partners? Are we going to support each other? Or am I about to be fucking tested by more shit? And I can't stand that. I just want to know what the fuck I'm doing, what the hell I'm meant to be supporting, and what the fuck is that blue shit that is turning people fucking to ourselves.
Well, I'm not sure of the customs or moral standpoint of where you come from, but every waking moment of my life has been a test. But I can promise you this.
Can we not support each other and build a bond without you having to test us and send us through a maze to try and kill us? Can we not build a bond? We want to work for the same thing. We don't want to be prisoners and put back in shackles and fucking human traffic, or whatever the fuck that is. It looks like we both want the same things. Like, I don't know what the fuck I can offer, but I'm willing to try for it. I just don't want to walk back in here in another couple of days' time to give a report, to go back through that shit, to be tested again for no reason, when we haven't given any reason for you not to trust us just yet.
Belle makes a good point.
She does. You're right. You will understand that you were strangers to me, and I had to make sure that perseverance was one of the main things that I look for in the people that I hire. Not just my grunts outside, but people who I trust to do work that's a little bit closer for us. But you have my word. If you agree to help me, no more tests.
And I don't know what I'll be able to provide, but I will do what I can. And I'm happy to fight. I want to know what we can do about this fucking corruption.
So, what exactly is it you're asking of us? What is it you want us to do for you?
First, I want to know you. Every single one of you. Hence the questions. Moreover, I need help. We all do. The city does. Now I know you guys have no love for this city. But what it could be, and who you could be, forward. Now that's what we all need help with. You mentioned a friend of yours was corrupted. Elven boy. Blue skin, white hair. Walks around with the hobbled one, with one ear, one eye. Correct?
Yes.
I've seen him. What do you want with him? Want to get him back? Kill the one-eyed admiral?
I think we definitely. I do want to try and save him if possible, but I understand if he. I hate what he's become, and that's not what he was like in any shape or form before all of this crap. So if he has to, if this is going to be the way that he remains, then we'll have to do what we have to do, as much as it will kill me inside. But if there is a chance of fucking saving him, that's what I would prefer.
You understand that the Yankeshi are probably one of the most powerful entities within Pelos, correct?
I don't give a shit.
Not impossible. Not an impossible task, but it's gonna take some work. And resources. And for me to give you resources and work, you need to make it worth my while, guys. You. Spitfire. What do you want? What's your goal?
You first.
I don't want to be a king. I don't want to be an emperor. Fuck, I don't even want to do this. You ask me what I want a nice little cottage on a hill, watching the birds go by, understanding that there is a city below me where people are not being ripped apart from their families and turned into hateful monsters. I want to understand that people can work honest jobs, live honest lives, be safe on the street, without looking over their shoulder. Looks at you, Grunter. That's what I want. But that doesn't get achieved without blood being spilled first. And without generating one of the greatest resistances Iliyra has seen. But I want to help you. You help me, I help you. You want your boy back? We can make it happen. You want to be safe and live a free life? You can do that. You want to go back to where your kin are from? As he looks over to the twins standing by the door. We can make that happen. You want to go blowing people's heads off? Now that's something I can't just let swing. But there must be something else under that fiery exterior of yours that surely I can make come to life.
There used to be. Certainly. If you'd asked me, even a few days ago, what I want, my answer would be very different. But now, I only want two things. First is Usage. I want him strung up from the ceiling, where he will remain alive as I cut off little pieces of him every day. Until he has nothing but a pair of lips that I can make kiss my ass.
You hear Zakia sort of choke on the bit of apple that he's biting. It's just like sorry. Continue.
Don't
Please.
choke, sweetheart. And the other? When you're ready, I'll take your chair. When you're ready, of course.
I mean, got a hell of an aspirant in it.
Maybe I'll have it reseated.
He looks to Percy, and Percy's just there with his arms folded and just smirks and tilts his head a little bit. What about you two? Looking at the twins.
I don't think we ever had a home. And I think this is one of the first times we truly can be free. So, depending how things go, perhaps we will stay. We don't want a lot, just each other's safety.
I know all too well of the perils of being without a place to lay your head. A home I can do. Okay. Old schools. I know where to find Benethil Usage. As he looks at you, Yelena. I know where he washes his balls at night. Ripe for the picking, ready to be cut off. I know well I can restore your friend. But, and there is a but, and he leans forward and you see that there is a huge Minotaur skull on his desk, and he just touches the top of it and turns it slightly. But I need something first. You all smell like shit. You all look like shit. I permit you all to rest here and gain your strength. But I'm gonna need something pretty quick. 2 of my top henchmen are held up in Saltward Prison. They know things about our organization, terrible things. Things which can crumble this from the inside out. It's only a matter of time before their fingernails are all picked off and what's left of them for the crows. Now, I'm convinced that my boys don't speak or squeal, but the Arcane Collective, they have people within there who don't require a peeled fingernail to figure out what's going on the inside, if you catch my drift. I need my boys out. Instead, I could arrange for you to get in there. You all seem capable. What do you say? Feel up to the task of a prison break?
A bloody prison break? God, I've tried breaking out a few times. I don't think I've ever thought about breaking into one.
Really? It's quite fun.
Where's your sense of adventure, friend?
I just do my best to avoid those places usually, but you know, I'm always down for trying something new. Quick question though, if we can't get them out, I take it you don't want us to leave them in there alive?
You know, if it was any of my other grunts, I'd say if you can't get them out alive, make sure you don't come back alive. We're considering we're all new friends here, and in the spirit of new friendship, I'd say if there's nothing else that can be done, use your ingenuity.
Out of curiosity, what is more important, your henchmen or top officers, or the information?
Information's the only thing which allows the city to go round as much as it does.
Okay.
But more than that, as he places his hand again on this skull, loyalty and blood. It's everything to the Shade. Once you are part of us, we will protect you. We will love you. Treat you as one of our own. Now, I already had a job having to clean up certain guards' corpses that you guys so kindly left in Percy's Tavern. Yeah, still want reimbursing for that, by the way.
They attacked us.
Regardless, let's not pretend we're children here. They're looking for you. All of you. Your friends probably won't last as long as my guys will, to give you up. More than that, you're not just being hunted by a city guard. There is an organization that is owned by the council. A band of assassins, if you will. They will find you. When they do, my name will not clear you. Say my name in the marketplace to get a few coin off whatever you're looking to purchase, that might do you a favor. But these individuals, they will not stop if they catch your scent. And if they catch your scent, you must not bring them back here. He looks down. Touches like a scar on his arm. Or Master Choves. Is that understood?
Perfectly. No shitting where you eat.
Pretty much.
So how do we go about clearing our names then? Because this is what I meant before about not having to look after my back, look behind my back every time I want to go to the shops. It's not exactly like I'm Mr. Inconspicuous now, am I?
You see, he stands up and slams his hands on the desk and like loads of coins fall onto the floor and he goes, now that is the question of the day. How do each and every one of you become free people? You play both sides. The council are looking for people. Strong people. People with talents and skills to protect Pelos. You prove yourself to them, you get your name cleared. Pelos is a game, people. A game of wits and hate. You stay on one side long enough, the ship begins to tip.
Question. So the dead guards out in the tunnels, if we were to take a couple of those out, pretend that we captured, killed them, presented them to the guards, get a way in, clear our names, and then have a way in with them to bring information back, would that be a good plan?
There is a fucking lingering silence as Zakir just like finishes his apple and just sort of looks at Yadius. Yadius looks to Percy and Percy goes, there's been more fucking damn plans, isn't there? Yadius looks at you, Columbia. You're not as dainty as I thought. You have something about you. I walked in here and I thought, well, she's gonna die within a week.
I'm learning, and I'm trying my hardest not to freak the fuck out. And I might die in a week, and I fucking hope not.
Oh, well, saves us burning boys, really.
I just look at Yelena and just go,
Yelena's just like, you're doing great.
But there's a question. That is your plan, albeit a good one. There's one thing that ties it all together. And I know you don't have them. Do you have the balls to pull it off? To lie to people you don't know? People who will string you up, parade you through a city? Do you have
In 5
balls
minutes
to
with a knife, I'll have as many balls as you want.
Well, I have eyes and ears all over this godforsaken city. If it's a success, I'll hear about it. But first,
and are you going to believe us when we say we're doing this to help the cause and not believe the rumors that we're actually in with that side? Because if we're going to try and infiltrate, we might as well try and infiltrate properly, which means rumors will get around that we're actually on their side, even though we won't be. So I just want to make sure, will you actually believe us if that comes back around?
again, trust is built from actions done. I'm not testing you. This is a simple exchange. Prove to me that I can trust you. I will give you what you want in due time, when the city is restored. You have my word that anyone affiliated with the Shade Resistance will not push or judge or maim you for being in conflicts with the council. Between me and you, I've already got a few on that side anyway. Now, speaking of the council, there is one amongst them which cannot be trusted. A corrupt lord of the highest degree. Good buddies with your pal, the Admiral. Rubitrus, fat piece of shit. Wish I could squish his windpipe with my fucking hands right now, but alas, I cannot go above the surface. If the opportunity arises for you to kill Rubitrus, it would be in everyone's best interest. But he knows more about Azura than anyone. You see, he looks to Zakir. Zakir, go and fetch it. Right away. Zakir stands, leaves. Yadius looks at you all. My men are constantly under attack against the guard. Fights break out. We haven't managed to form an actual battalion yet to overthrow any part of the city, and that probably won't be for a while. We need more information. But my men are injured. Some of them imprisoned. Some of those who have escaped combat. Some of those who have escaped prison. Tell me that the council are doing more than just imprisoning our folks so they can restore order. Something's happening to them. They are being taken away, changed.
In the Abu Dahala.
Abu fucking Dahala. Truth be told, I don't know what the fuck that was about in the marketplace the other day. It scared me shitless. To think that they have something that can do that. Gaining favor with the people of Pelos, especially in the lower reaches, it's not a bad way to go. I could do with the Shade's name being cleared in a few households. People who have been afflicted by this blood rain, family members who have died. I could do with people going around, if you have the spare time, and giving coin to the families who have nothing. Food. Reparations. If it's in your interest to do so. But, more importantly, we're working with the church. Church of Pelos is something that's close to me. I mean, I'm not a religious individual, but I understand that the gods watch over us. We have a few sisters of Pelosai who are working with us to restore some of our guards, bring them back to health. You might seek them out if anything's wrong with any of you. Cuts, bruises, not now, but as of effective immediately, you can class this place as a safe home for you. He opens a drawer, takes out a piece of paper, and hands it out over the desk towards Columbia. The tunnels change. This is the schedule. You won't have to face any traps. The door
I do have
opens.
one more question just
Yeah.
before. If we do see an instance that one of your men are in a battle with some of the council guards, what do you want us to do? Because if we're trying to play both sides, how the fuck do we navigate that?
Leave it be. Leave it be. Unless the walls of the buildings around are close enough that no one's gonna see. In which case, the Shade will always be grateful for guards' outfits. The door opens. You see Zekir walks in with this gilded board, a wooden board. There is a dome shape which is covered with a red cloth. He walks next to you, Columbia, and in front, and places it on the desk in front of Yadius. You want to know more about it? I have some people researching what it does. But it is in its purest form. Death. As he pulls this cloth off, and you guys see a rather large dome with probably around triple to quadruple the amount that you had in that vial, Yelena, of Azura, just wisping round in this glass dome. First, it was something that no one had ever seen. It gave power. Great power. It could retract from others there. Most precious abilities. Items which were long forgotten under the sands, which contained incredible power. Taken from it in an instant. When siphoned and used, this will change you. But before long, as he looks at the skull on his desk, death. If any of you are thinking about using this to your own advantage, well, be it on your head. He nods at Zakir. Zakir puts the cloth back on and takes it to walk out. As he does, as he's walking out, there is a moment of a glance to you, Yelena, and looks forward again.
Can I insight check that glance?
Yeah, sure. Do me an insight check.
Oh, it's good. 21.
Almost as if an older brother is looking at their younger sibling to warn them of something. Every conversation you have had with Zakir up until this point has been light-hearted riddles.
Mm-hmm.
This was a glance to save your skin, as he knows you're reckless. He knows... Not stupid. He knows that you have a connection with Azura more than the others, the way that you look at it. He's always looking at people's mannerisms. This was a don't be fucking stupid.
Oh, in that case, as he gives me that look, I just flip him the bird. He gets a message in his head saying, "I'm spirited, not dumb."
There's no reply. Yadius stands. No more tests. No more shooting my guys or breaking their noses.
But he squeals so well.
Fuck you.
There's a good boy.
Grunts is just gonna look back at the rest of the guys and goes, "Geez, just as I thought it was all going to start making sense, we've suddenly got to do a prison break, avoid the sneaky assassins, and then go double agent with the secret council. This is just great."
And it a good life.
The sneaky assassins are there whether we like it or not. The prison break, that's going to be fun.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you all are capable of. But first, I need to take a shit. So, welcome to fucking Shade Resistance.
You don't have one built into the chair? Oh, that's changing.
Use the bunker and the base as you please. Feed yourselves, get yourselves warm, acquaint yourselves with the people that are around. They don't bite. Well, fuck off.
Do you have a map of the? Do you have any plans of the prison? Any maps?
That's what I was just
Maybe
going
we can use to prepare. Great minds.
Percy? Yeah. Come on. As he walks out. As he goes to walk out, the doors thrust open in front of him, and a Shade Resistance thug runs in. Yadius! He is beaten, he looks bloodied, he is completely out of breath. He goes, "What the fuck happened to you?" He goes, Vark and Donnie, they tried to escape the prison and they are injured by the cliffside. Percy looks back. Well, go and fucking fetch him then, I guess. As Percy walks out with the Shade Resistance guard. If you're interested, they might have something to say about the inside and outs of that prison.
That would be helpful.
Cool.
Now go take a shit.
Yep. Yadius leaves the room. Leaving, I assume you will leave as well. Leaving after Percy and after this other Shade member, you follow out into the main cavernous resistance hold. What is it that any of you would like to do at this point as Percy is hobbling this man who's clearly beaten and cut into one of the tents, and you see a robed sister, very similar, Nox, to the sister wearing the same sort of robes to the old woman that helped and healed you round the corner of one of the alleyways, if you remember. Robed as she sort of takes hold of this Shade Resistance thug who just burst through the doors and pulls him into the tent.
I'm actually going to, like, if there's room in that little tent, like, just go in and, like, see if there's any way that I can help. I'm not good at healing or medicine or anything like that, but, like, I will offer that, like, can I do anything?
Anyone else going with Nox?
I probably would, yeah, to go just offer running, bandaging, whatever I can do.
Cool.
Before they go, and before I forget this thought, I'm just going to turn the Grunt's going to go to the rest of the guys. Did none of you lot think that when I forgot his name already, big scary Minotaur boss guy, said that he's got some guys in the secret council? My first thought was, well, I bet they're thinking the exact same thing. I bet they've got some guys in here. And then I was looking, and I thought my bottom dollar that one of Lena's boyfriends or the bartender.
Hold on.
Yeah.
None of them are my boyfriends. Thank you very much.
Well, I've got my eye on one of them two. I don't trust them. I reckon one of them are working
bet
for
you
the...
do. I've seen Zakir giving you the eye.
Yadius was the name of the big minotaur, Zakir was the name of the tiefling, and Percy was the barkeep.
Okay, to secure, or Percy, I don't trust one of them motherfuckers. I'm telling you right now, I can feel it in my left Achilles. There's something ain't right with one of them. Just putting that out there. So when he comes back as a shock later, just know I'm looking at everyone like I fucking told you so. Listen, I'm not just dumb.
As you're saying this, you hear as Percy stands behind you. If you're quite fucking finished, we can go over blueprints for the prison.
Percy, my man, I was just talking how great you was. Yeah, let's go and do that.
Who wants to go with Percy? Who, apart from Knox and Columbia, is going into the tent where they are healing people?
I'm going with Percy.
I'll go with Percy.
Nix, it's just you.
While I'm walking behind Percy, I'm just doing this to the rest of the guys.
Can't hear you next.
You're muted.
I'm muted.
No, not you, not you.
I was saying, like, I think he just stands there in the middle and goes left and right, and then I think he follows after his sister and just stands outside.
Yeah, I'll
the tent.
pop my head out of the tent and like motion over to him, like, come on.
I think Yelena, seeing that she doesn't really know what Percy's intellect is like. The only person that's going with her currently is Grunthar. She knows that Nyx is smart. If she saw that he was dallying, she'd probably just grab him and just like pull him along. If I'm honest.
Okay, cool. Splitting the twins. Do you resist, or do you allow Yelena to pull you along?
I will go along.
Cool. Going each way through this place. You guys following Percy. There is you come to like a bunker. It's sort of like a stables, like in how it looks. It's just like an open roof, and there are all sorts of like. You walk into a armory basically, but an open walled armory. There are Pelosian guard armor, like outfits there. Hundreds of swords, shields, spears. There you see there is a blacksmith just working away on an anvil grinder, just like sharpening a sword. Some battlement information on some like tables, some like outlines of like the walls of Pelos. You just see multiple ledgers there of different information. As Percy sort of walks around a table, watching you. Percy walks around a table, and you see he pulls out this scroll and lays it out and just puts like a stone on each side, big sandstone on each side. He goes, right, well, there's not really much to say about Saltward Prison other than it's pretty much fucking impregnable. Pretty much being the ominous term here. Don't worry, we have our ways, I think. Well, I guess the main thing is that you're a small force. Getting you in is going to be no problem. Getting you out, that's the issue. You're currently being looked for, and they're not going to take you straight there before they take you to the council first, so it's going to have to be at night. You're going to have to be in disguise. And, well, I mean, he looks at you, Yelena. You said you've done something like this before? Any recommendations?
Stealth or lots of explosions? Or both. Both work.
He kind of like looks up confused, and he's about to speak, but he's sort of like is caught on his own words.
Okay, let me show you. Are we looking at a map of Saltward right now?
You're looking at basically it's a map, yeah, but it's more just like a crudely drawn outline of like a cliff face and it's basically just like it is a honeycomb of towers which are all like shoved together and combined with a main like track leading up onto this cliff. Looms 200 feet off the off like ground level or sea level.
So if
Is
there
it
were
kind of like the Giant's Causeway, but like massive and they're all towers?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
if we were to look at the map, is it like just a one way in, one way out kind of deal?
It seems so. It seems that there's like a main drawbridge, like a huge sandstone drawbridge, which is
And
sort of
then
like,
it's like a cliffside going into water and stuff like that, I assume.
yeah. You would have seen it on your way into Pelos. So like the two huge statues of the birds, Avangar and Bruvitrus, they are like the most southern one. That's on the same cliffside as Saltward Prison itself. But yes, then the back of it drops whoosh straight down into ocean.
Well, so out of curiosity, how is the sewage system? Is what I would ask. Does the waste just go into the water from out the cliffside, or?
Yeah, you
I
see,
am not
Percy.
crawling up through a shit pipe.
Percy looks again. Not afraid to get dirty. I like it.
I am afraid to get dirty.
Hey, our base is in the sewers. You get fucking used to it.
No.
Nick's just sort of shrugs.
It would be an idea. It goes straight over to the cliffside out of a as he sort of turns the map around, and you sort of see this like large pipe feeding straight into the sea. If you fancy a bit of rock climbing, that's definitely one way in. Up the shitter.
Sometimes that's fun, but not in this case.
I don't really know if our party. Well, me and Yelena might be all right, but I don't know if the rest of the guys are very mountain climby people.
Climb?
We can go in the front fucking door, guys. Come
I
on.
was more talking about going out.
Out?
Out the
That's the
shitter.
easy part. The out part is easy. It's the in that's difficult.
Wasn't
Well,
it easy?
I've been in quite a few times and never been able to get out. I've never attempted trying to get in before. It sounds absolutely bonkers to me for trying to get back in, but
You can see visible confusion on Nix's face, and he goes, "Wait, didn't you guys say that getting in was easy?"
Yes.
And he looks at
Wait, no. Hang on. What?
he looks at Percy. He was like,
He goes, I'm just as fucking confused as you are, mate.
I swear that I believe Yadius was it that he said that getting in was an easy piece of cake, but getting out was the issue.
I mean,
No, out is the easy part.
how do
Then
you...
going in is easy and going out is easy, then it's an easy job.
look, all I know is that these are at your disposal. As he pulls out and like he gets this like big crate, like open crate of vials and potion bottles, and he goes, there's probably a few invisibility ones in there, and maybe a slow fall. Who knows?
It could be useful. Do you have any explosives?
Fuck the explosives, right? I mean,
Why?
we have explosives, yes.
Brilliant. We're going to need some explosives. Also, do you know who delivers food to the prison?
Well, I mean, not me personally, but I'm sure we can find that out.
Okay. Well, it would be useful to know how they get to their food. Is it prepared there, or is it prepared elsewhere and then it is delivered? Because knowing the food suppliers would be very advantageous. We can
Also,
direct the guards.
We might get hungry when we're in there, so I might want some food. So I think that's a really good idea.
We will make sure you have plenty of jerky for the trip.
Good man.
Lady.
Right, well, I will leave this with you then. And if there's anything else that you think that you need from us, explosives, I'll get on it.
Okay.
over
I have the
in.
plan.
Do you want to say that now, or do you want to wait?
Yeah, I can say my rough plan.
Sure.
So, idea. Nyx, do you know any illusion magic?
Uh, I certainly do not. I can
Okay,
create
that's
darkness.
fine.
I can create darkness.
That could be useful. Okay, here's what we are going to do. So, Grunthar, you're going to be my prisoner. I'm
Yes.
going to disguise myself as a guard. Nyx, you can use an invisibility potion to follow in after. Perhaps many of the party could do this, in fact. I imagine that Nox would be very useful when it comes to the stealth aspects of things. So I'm thinking that maybe she should hang out around the guard's room, steal some keys. Maybe if they have quarters there, she can tie some shoelaces together. Essentially, it is sneak in under the guise of Grunthar being a prisoner, and then at the opportune moment, someone, i.e., someone who is invisible or good at stealth, is going to set off some explosives in another part of the prison. All the guards are going to rush there, try to solve the problems. There's going to be chaos. Da 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 da. That is when we make our move.
X raises his hand. Do we even know where the people that we need to find and get out are being held?
Well,
We're
that
gonna
is
just
what-
like
Well, that is what the injured one is for. They just brought someone in who has escaped from Saltmarsh. Perfect.
Saltwood, by the way.
Saltwood, Saltmarsh, Saltwood.
As long as we can use your handcuffs, I'm not going anywhere near Yelena's handcuffs.
Sure.
I promise I washed them.
The guard shackles come with the uniform. You see, Percy is like he's standing next to Grunter, like no, not Grunter, sorry, Nyx, just like sizing up a helmet next to him, like the Pelosian guard helmet. Just being like, yeah, should be all right. Looks well fitted.
Perfect. You can pretend to be a guard. Just
no,
the people. Okay,
No.
okay. Here's what I want you to do. The people who the people who put you in chains. Yes. Okay. Do what they did.
To be fair, I
you
don't.
see his face morph into the disgust, anger, and just disdain.
That's it. That's the look. Perfect.
Over in the tents, Nox, you follow in. Columbia follows behind you. You walk in and you see a makeshift, like almost like a battlement hospital, like a ward. There are beds either side with members of the Shade Resistance, all of them strung up in different sort of positions for how they've been injured. Some of them completely bandaged. One of them is completely burnt all over and has loads of like bandages wrapped around him. You see the traffic of people going in and out here. Some of the Shade Resistance grunts are sitting with their friends like on the edge of the bed and stuff. Some of them are like playing little board games where they sort of slide a stone and it hits another stone and they try and like make it into a corner of the box and things. To try and keep morales high. One of them is busy just eating away. And whilst this is happening, you see sisters of the Pelosian Temple, sisters of Pelora, walking around, attending and healing some of the Shade Resistance members. The man who was just brought in is sat down on a bed and sort of assessed by one of them. And you see, as he sits down, the sister that's sort of tending to him, this person that's tending to him, well, far be it from me to explain. Heather, do you want to tell us who our friends see helping this poor man?
definitely. So
Welcome,
you
Heather,
can
by the way.
Yay! Thank you. Just patiently waiting. So what Knox and Columbus see, they can see Iliyra right in front of her. So as you look at Iliyra, she's about 30 years old. She is Yuan-ti pureblood, and she's warm and composed, and she radiates this kind of light and energy of the sun. She has kind of bronze skin due to the climate and the weather. However, her skin is accented by faint iridescent like scales that kind of glimmer a little bit like the metal on her face and on her collarbones and other parts of her body, especially in the sun. She has amber gold eyes that kind of have slit pupils, and they grow brighter when she uses her magic, especially when she's healing. She's wearing bronze kind of like armorish that has sunbursts all over it, layered with cream and sand robes. She has a lot of stuff on her like she always does. She carries a very large satchel that's full and overflowing of scholarly journals, pressed flowers, anything she could possibly need, she'll have it on her. She smells really warm and inviting, which I guess is quite strange considering the location you guys are all in, so you can definitely kind of pinpoint her out from the rest of the crowd. She's always very calm and collected, and she knows exactly what she should be doing when she needs to.
As this man lays down in front of you, you see there is like a huge gash on his chest as you sort of are peeling back the clothings that's like stuck to his skin, like when congealed blood sticks cloth to flesh. You are having to peel them away with an agonizing like a grunt as you do so. You see that there are multiple look like beast scratches down his arm. There are like bite marks on his legs, which are just every time that like a compress is put there and pulled away, they are just leaking out. This guy is, it's a miracle that he made it back to here with the information that he did, and he is in desperate need of healing. What do you do?
So I'll turn to, well, I would turn to like Nyx and Columbia and be like, don't just stand there, please help me, give me my bandages, give me anything I need that can clean. So Iliyra will start to just kind of take off the clothes and all the uniform that he currently has to kind of clear the skin, and request, please give me some water, give me something to clean the wounds, please.
I will immediately find like water, bandages, rags, anything to help Iliyra, and just like start handing it to her. Maybe a little bit too much and too fast, just like this thing, then this thing, then this thing, then this thing.
Yeah, so Iliyra just kind of takes that. Yes.
Iliyra, you can do me a medicine check with the help action. As he just squirms around, and you know he's fading in and out of consciousness. You do so with advantage with the help action.
I didn't roll properly anyway, to be fair.
Oh yeah, it didn't. I don't know what that was. I mean, if you want, okay, cool. With a 16 on a medicine check, it doesn't take long for you to stabilize and sort of stop the heavy bleeding of this individual's wounds. Fading in and out of consciousness, he's gonna need something a little bit more than just a sewn up wound. He's lost a lot of blood, so the recovery for this individual is going to be quite in depth. Is there anything that you would like to do?
Yes, I'd like to make sure that he's stable. So obviously make sure the bleeding has stopped and the wounds are packed and all clean. And then I would like to give him some herbs and remedies that will basically neutralize the pain and knock him out for a very long time until he's basically more stable and can tell us further information.
In his like sort of frantic state as he's like in and out of consciousness, you see like he grabs you, and in complete Ijaran, which everyone now understands, he's just like, sister, thank you sister, and then passes out, completely lets go.
When he passes out, I would just want to say, let the light heal you and guide you, and you'll be okay. You
watch as a As a prayer leaves your lips, there is, unmistakably to Nox and Columbia, a gold flicker which circulates in Illyra's eyes. You stand there, covered in blood. Your gown is covered in blood. Nox and Columbia stand at the bedside of this individual. Anything you guys want to do?
Iliyra will turn to her helpful hands and be like, sorry, I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. I'm Iliyra, and you are?
Columbia.
I will kind of just like look to Columbia and be like, I am Nox.
Well, I'd say nice to meet you both, but this, I guess, isn't exactly a nice situation, but thank you for helping me there. It was a real hand. As you can see, we're very busy here as of late. It's definitely not the best time at the moment.
No, we've just been in, I guess we're a part of this now. I don't really know what to do with any of this. How are you coping with this amount? It's crazy. Yeah.
Is it always like this?
Don't want to lie to you both, so yes, if I'm truly honest, it is quite chaotic. You see things that I guess you may never forget, but there's some goodish times, I guess, really. But you just have to have the faith that the light will guide us and everything will be okay, and it's for the best. But your help would be greatly appreciated. As you can see here, any help is needed. We are definitely rushed off our feet.
Nox will kind of just look around and just like point to whoever it looks like they're really hurt and in need of help. Like, should I wash wounds? Patch wounds?
Yes,
How
yes.
can we help?
Please feel free. I was going to say, I'm not too sure what your skills are, but please do feel free to get stuck in. I'm sure the members here will be very pleased to maybe see some new faces. I think they're getting sick of seeing ours anyway. So do feel free to get stuck in and do what you can. We will be grateful forever of your presence.
I'm not very good with the healing magic. I can treat gangrene randomly, but or weird things like that. But I'm not very good.
Yeah.
I can bandage and I can poisons. I can help with, but not so much on. I guess I could sew. I could try.
So Iliyra will take out a notebook and be like, yes, that's very useful information. I think we do have somebody that has some gangrene over at the back of the tents. So he's been uncomfortable for a little while. So do feel free to make him a visit if you want. But he is a bit of a moany person, just to let you know. He's been moaning for several weeks now. But yes, do feel free to start getting involved. There are some other guys, I think, on the beds over to the left side that I think may need maybe some of the bandages changed. As I said, it's been very busy, so we try to keep on top of things, but it is quite chaotic. So literally any help that you can give, but if you need anything, just please give me a shout, or one of my sisters will be more than happy to help too. But it's great to have you here.
As Iliyra is saying, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, after you.
As Iliyra says, like, there's people over there that need bandages and is continuing her spiel, Nox will just like turn around and like mumble, gotcha, and then go and start changing the bandages to the best of her ability. And if it's like something like a really scary wound, then she'll be just like, I'll leave this for one of the sisters and just like flag someone down. Like, he's bleeding out.
Let's have a medicine check from you then, please, Nox.
5.
There's an individual, quite young actually, probably like early 20s. You see that he has a bandage already wrapped around his head with like a bit of blood that like sort of pushes out against the fabric already. One of his legs is strung up, and you see he's fiddling around with his own bandage, and he has like a wooden stint affixed next to his leg, like wrapped around with leather straps, and he's trying to move around with it. One of his bandages has come loose, and you attempt to rebandage his leg, and it goes tight, and you tie it, and with a 5 on your medicine check, the whole bandage just comes completely undone as he looks down and looks at you, and he goes, "You don't know what you're doing, do you?"
First time.
Wonderful.
I will flag either Iliyra or one of the sisters down, like whoever is closest, just like, can I get some help for this person's leg, please?
Another sister of Pelora comes up to you, and she says, "Like this," as she shows you to slowly like double wrap and underfold, and then give it a tighten, and then pull it tight on the opposite side to where the wound is, so like the actual knot itself isn't pressed on against the wound. As she pulls it tight, there's little grunts. The sister looks at you without words, just, and then walks away to go and tend to someone else. As you watch her walk away, not too far from where Columbia and Iliyra are, the tent flap opens and Zakir walks in, and he says, "Where is he? Where is he?" And he walks over to where Iliyra is, looks down at the shade resistance member, and looks up and says, "Will he survive?"
It's going to be a bit of a hard healing journey. He should be okay. I hope, but he's not okay right now.
"Can we get him awake? He needs to be awake. We need to know where the others are. Hey, wake up!" As he sort of like starts slapping the side of his cheek, and there's a faint like flicker of the eye sort of opening before he goes back out, and he goes, "Sister, do something to bring him back momentarily, please."
He should really stay. He needs to heal. He needs to stay asleep. This won't help him if we keep waking him up and disturbing him. He needs to rest.
I just need one moment, please. Is there anything you can do, just for a moment?
I guess, since you did ask quite nicely, and I guess you do always do us favors, I think I might have something here. So she kind of like pulls out her book and is just skimming through to make sure that actually what she's doing is correct, and she's not gonna, make him worse or kill him. So then she reaches into her satchels and pulls out a little vial and basically shoves that in his mouth. And he should, hopefully, all being well.
There is a moment as he like comes awake, and he goes, "Brother, where are they? Where are the two? You three escaped from Saltward, yes?" They are the cliffside. Under Ruvera. Where under Ruvera? The eastern side. Under the eastern wing. Flat out again. What? Okay. You two, and you, with me. Sister, we're going outside. You have to come and try and save the others. They know more about what goes on within Saltward than anyone. Yes?
Me, I need to. Okay, one moment. Then Columbia just make sure that, not Columbia, sorry. Iliyra will just make sure that the wounded man has actually gone back into his rest and slumber, and then kind of like huffs, and we'll join.
Okay, and you two, where are the others? Where's the big ugly one and the fiery girl?
I think they were going to go make a plan. I don't know. We came in here to try and help.
Fuck! Okay, with me. All of you. Sisters, keep doing what you're doing. May Pelo watch over you. As Zakir walks out, he marches over to the other side with you following him as as I think what he would see walking up to this tent is Percy like trying on parts of like soldiers outfit, part of the Pelosian Guards uniform. He'd be like, "What do you think? Is it 2 loaves? I don't know. Will I pass for a guard? Could I pass for a guard?" He goes, "What the fuck are you doing? Quick, get this shit up." He Yes, we're devising a plan, Zakir.
He also walks in to me like in the most childish way possible, desperately trying to explain the plan to Nyx and Gronthar by having constructed like a mini version of the prison and like having little matches as people, just going like, oh, we're okay, we're just not normal little guards, and we're going in and we're just going to. Oh no, what is that? It's okay, come on, let's go. Okay, and unlock this door. Riot, everybody! Run!
As soon as you stop, you just turn.
It is very simple.
You turn around to just see Zakir just stood there, just staring blankly at you, with Columbia and Nox either side, with a new person to you, to the back with Iliyra. You're muted, like.
They didn't understand the plan.
I was going to say, just before the rest of the guys come into the tent, Grunt is going to look up and go, what's that really warm, inviting smell I can smell?
Zakir looks at you. You're quite finished. Are you quite finished with this display?
For the moment.
I still think we should use the sewer. The sewer.
I am not climbing up a shit pipe. I cannot say it enough times.
Out! Out!
I'm not going anywhere near a shit pipe, okay?
As Yelena and Nyx are arguing, I'm just gonna lean over to Gruntha and just kind of half whisper, like, it's kind of rude to talk about what people smell like before you actually know them, even if it's a nice smell, just FYI.
Grunt is going to turn around and go, where is the smell coming from?
Zakir will turn around and be like, this is Sister Iliyra. She is going to accompany you on retrieving the 2 members of our resistance today.
I'm going to try and do a bit. I don't know if you can hear my phone, but when Grunter looks at Iliyra, hang on, this is all he can hear.
No, nothing's coming through.
Sing it!
No, nothing's coming through. Oh, no, I can't sing. Fuck. Hang on, carry on talking. Let me see if I can do it on my computer.
I assume a gaze of serenity is within Grunter's eyes, as he looks over to Iliyra.
It was a Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler, but yeah.
He looks and he says, the plan can wait. We have 2 dying members of our resistance who can give us very good information. Bleeding out right now, around the back of the prison. We need to go.
Okay.
Okay. You follow Zakir. Percy stays and draws up the rest of this map plan, as well as gathering some items, explosives and stuff like that. You follow Zakir into a different tunnel than the one that you entered through. You see that this tunnel winds throughout the upper reaches of the city, and almost takes just contradictory turns to where it should be. And at some point, he sort of puts his hand to you guys to signal you guys to stop. As you hear this grinding, heavy sound of stone move as this tunnel, this blank wall rotates and an opening appears in front of you. And he goes, quickly, this should bring us out to the cliffside. Following them out, you exit this sort of wall side grate. It's not one that you push up from the floor. It's one that you just leave through the side of a wall. As you exit it, you can hear the hustle and bustle of the city, but where you stand now is on sort of a decline of shale rock leading down to sand. There's a little bit of a clogged path ahead of you as you sort of have to hold face alongside the cliff as shallow water sort of splashes up alongside it. as you are probably around 500 feet around the corner from where the docks are. As the landmass sort of turns, you follow it round to a long sort of beached cove. The huge cliff towards the side of you, and as you look upwards to this cliff, as the two suns within the sky beam down onto you, birds fly overhead, and you see Saltward Prison looming 300 feet up into the air alongside this cliff. Little rocks and stuff are falling down and splashing into the water alongside you. Can I just get everyone to do me a survival check, please?
Oh no, Iliyra.
Not fun.
Oh no, what'd you get? Oh,
Nate.
17 for me.
Okay.
22.
18.
Sorry, this isn't. It's not a saving throw. It's just a survival check.
Just survival, yeah.
Yep.
Is it not coming up on the screen?
No. What'd you get? Oh, a natural one.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay. Well, it's nice knowing you, Grandpa. Bye.
There is, as you sort of, you have to get your feet wet at this point as you're sort of trudging through shale rock, basically. There are very small crevasses that are within the shallow side of the ocean. With a natural one, Grunter, you just take a full dunk under as you fall down into one of these crevasses, but manage to pull yourself back up. With a 22, did you say, Columbia?
Yep.
Hairs are standing on the back of your neck. Something is off around some sort of sense of being watched, being tracked, being sniffed out. Something has your scent. But looking around, there is open ocean and there is a big cliffside. Where can something be? You walk onto this.
I will mention it to everyone who is around me. Just like, I've got this really uneasy feeling, guys. Like, something's watching us. Like, something is definitely. It's watching us. I can't explain it.
You know where from?
No, look, there's only ocean dirt. I don't. But something like.
Can I do a perception check? Try and see if I can spot something.
Sure, please do. Anything that anyone would like to do to further Columbia's name?
Also,
I-
like to scan around.
Anyone who would like to do a perception check may do so.
I would actually like to ask Nyx if he would want to send the birds out. Or no.
What is going on with these rolls?
Might roll.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking
It's alright.
hell.
Last time you got 2 natural 20s back to back. Now you're getting 2 natural 1s back to
You
back.
got,
Why is it rolling
you got
delayed?
salt in your eyes from.
Yeah,
salt in your eyes.
Gunter is just like, it stings. You are not very familiar with ocean water.
I feel like I'm back in Benidorm, man.
Yeah.
Yes, it's exactly like Benidorm. Actually, it's quite
It
like
is.
Benidorm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you want to release the ravens?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, and also I don't know why, but my rules are super delayed and some are not coming through.
Um,
That's why you get real
With-
dice.
yeah. If you guys want to do with real dice, that's fine as well. With double 22 on perception, one being Iliyra and the other being Yelena, making your way onto this beach after Columbia makes you aware. 8 sessions. We made it 8 sessions, guys. campaign's over.
This is so much fun. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
That was the campaign. It was how long we
With a 22, after you make your way onto the beach, even with that much of a high perception, as the wind is high, with a goal in mind, there is something unnatural about the dunes and the sand that you walk over. Not in terms of it itself is strange, but from the corners of your eyes, Iliyra and Yelena, a figure within the sand whooshes away, and once more you hear a rustle in the bushes next to you. You see this cove or this stretch of beach stretches for probably around 200 feet. And as it does, you guys will see shacked up, bleeding out under a cove are two figures, shaded, trying to stay out of the sun. What do you guys want to do?
So just to be clear, we see these two figures staying out of the sun. They're the people who are bleeding.
Yes.
And then we've also seen someone in the dunes who was like there and then not there.
Not
and then there was a rustle from some bushes.
Yeah, you can't be. So the same vision would have been both within the bushes and on the sand itself by the sea, but not a person. This thing wasn't bipedal. This was more creature-like, like more probably around like the 3 to 4 foot high. You saw like a prowl, and then as soon as you look at it, sand just blowing in the wind.
Okay. But there was one in the bushes. We didn't see it. It's just rustling.
It rustled, yeah, and then you looked and you glanced over there, and the bushes sort of subsided from rustling.
Okay. I would like to keep my wits about me, trying to hear or like sense, like any kind of sense I can use to figure out where these little fuckers might be. As soon as I get a sense of it, I'm throwing out a lightning lure if I'm within range.
Cool. Nothing happens.
Watching. I'm just like communicating with everyone. There's something watching us.
Yes, I saw something too, I think.
You see Zakia looks ahead. There they are. And he just full dart sprints.
I would like to try and grab his collar before he sprints and be like, hold up.
Do me, I think you'll be in reach enough to be able to do it, and he'd listen to you. But, well, whether he listens to you is another thing. Do me a persuasion check.
The way I try to persuade is grab him by the collar and just kind of point to like what they're saying to like Iliyra and Yelena. 17?
He goes to run and what is it? Looks around. Fine, you want to check bushes? Check fucking bushes.
Yeah, but how are you gonna help your friends, colleagues, whatever you want to call them, if something jumps out of the bushes and eats you?
Fine. Shing! Draws his sword and you see he's just got like one long scimitar. We'll go inspect the bushes. As he goes to walk over. What's anyone doing? You guys can see, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
Oh, now I can. Yeah.
I forced him into this, so I will follow behind him and also like peer in over his shoulder into the bushes and like ready my bow and arrow if something jumps out.
Also, do we all like the bird shadows and the waves and stuff? I feel like they're really cool little touches. So just like
That is
fun.
cute. Yeah.
Oh, they're amazing.
Yeah, thanks.
Are those vultures?
No, I don't know that. You were doing are you doing like a rough inspection, like a physical inspection of the bushes?
Me personally, I am peering over his shoulder. I'm not touching anything. I'm just holding my bow, like, ready to shoot something if it tries to jump us. But I am not, like...
Zakir chops down some of the bushes to where it was pointed that there was movement. Nothing is there.
It's not there anymore.
Grunter was like not really paying much attention, so he's just going to ask what is currently going on.
Well, the people that we need to be rescuing are over there, bleeding out, and you all want to stop them because you've seen something in the bushes. This is probably a jackal or something.
Jackals don't disappear in the sand. Not to my knowledge, anyway.
They don't.
Can we
Could we?
not just go over and have a little look, see what's going on?
If you guys want to spend your time figuring around in the bushes, be my guest. I'm going to save my friends, okay?
Can you please just wait up for a second, because I have that spell which can make us a little bit lighter on our feet, just in case.
Fine.
We're going. I'll pass without trace on everyone around me, and then I will slowly start edging forward on it. Yes.
Okay. Perfect. If anyone sees any wispy sand, don't be sure to tell us. As Zakir moves forward with the party towards these guys.
Okay, Grunter's right behind him.
Cool. As you get there, you see this you see this cove sort of that has been bashed with waves over ages, and as the years and the corrosion of the ocean, that's a cool thing to say, has worn this thing down. You see these two Shade Resistance members with their hoods up, one of them leaning back and just sort of breathing really heavy with a pool of blood under him, another one with his leg wrapped up in what was his hooded cloak as a bone pops out of his leg. He looks up to see Zakir and he goes, "Zakir, thank the gods. I thought we were done for." He goes, "What happened? Why? Did you escape the prison?" "Yes, we jumped for it. But those fucking falling potions, we misjudged them. They ran out halfway through." And as you sort of like pulls the cloth aside, you can see bone protruding. It's fine. I have a sister of Iliyra with me. Quickly, Iliyra, do your work.
Iliyra would make her way over and she'd start inspecting his leg, basically seeing what actually could be done to save his leg or whether it needs to be chopped.
You've seen worse cases, like there's things that can be done, like bones being pushed back in, splints being attached. Magic and any sort of divine property could also heal this, but it could not be done here. It could be, but you guys are right out in the open. So yeah. As you are inspecting this one of the individuals, everyone can do me a perception check apart from Iliyra, as you are you are focused in your...
You said perception, right?
Perception, yes. Nice, Nox. 23.
I hope everyone's perceptive.
I'm too interested in the healing magic going on right now.
Okay.
18.
18.
I'm looking at the birds up in the air.
Nick's with a 5 years. Just looking at the birds. Gruntar with a 13 on perception. With a 23 and an 18, Nox, as you guys are all standing, something instantly hits your senses, so you stop looking at what Iliyra's doing and you look up and turn around quickly to look at your brother, who is just looking up at the birds as the sun sort of basking over his face. You see there's a shine off his cheek. and then something forms behind him. Yelena, you look into the distance. Go on.
I will literally like jump and tackle him down, as in like my brother, not whatever's forming behind him. Like sorry, and then just tackle him down.
Nux and Nyx are both prone, as just behind Nyx, you see the sand moves and turns and forms one leg, two leg, and then two more, as these creatures appear. One from the sand.
How close are they?
One from the sand. They're around 10 feet in front of you, but also, as that happens, you see, running around the corner, you see 3 armed in like very heavy padded armor, black armor, tattoos all down their faces, wearing black head wraps, armed with cutlasses in both hands, going, there they are, get them! You see 3 members of the you see 3 differently armored individuals. You see 3 Black Fleet marauders. You've heard of the Black Fleet. You saw their banner in the marketplace when you were to be sold as slaves. They wear the same symbols, and you watch as these triple-eyed hounds rise from the sand. They have this slight like noise to them, almost like hyena-esque, as they prowl and look at you all, and these blazing red eyes, 2 on either side and 1 in the center of the forehead, like radiates. And it's at this point I'll allow you to do the lightning law, but it's at this point where I'd like you all to roll initiative. But before we do that, we're going to take a little quick break, and we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes, so we'll see you then.
Oof, TPK. That's a hard one. Hi, I'm Mike. I'm one of the co-founders of Nat20 Fest. We just wanted to make a short video to let you know what you can expect from your weekend. Here's my co-founder Josh to take you through a few of the things that will be on at the festival.
Nat20 Fest will be made up of multiple areas. The first area I'd like to talk to you about is our fantasy village. At the heart of the fantasy village is our tavern. Our tavern will have everything you expect to come from a fantasy tavern. We will have food, snacks, drinks, everything that you need to indulge on in between games. Also in the tavern will be a small stage. The small stage will feature amazing artists such as bard music and poets. Moving out of the fantasy tavern will be our market square. Our market square will be compiled of vetted vendors. As mentioned on our social media, all vendors will be vetted to ensure there will be no AI and 3D printed slop. Moving away from the fantasy village, we go over to our gaming village. Our gaming village will feature multiple big top tents. Each tent will showcase a different game, whether it be D&D and TTRPGs, TCGs, and then miniatures. In each tent, we will have competitions, events, workshops, and areas for you to play your favorite games. Also in the gaming village will be small private teepees. In these teepees, you can book a time slot to game with your favourite creator. Moving out of the gaming village, we head over to our music area. The music area is compiled of 2 stages, an indoor DJ tent and a main stage. The main stage will start the day off with some amazing live shows from your favourite D&D creators, TCG creators, and much more. Later in the day, we will feature some amazing bands and top the day off with an amazing headliner. Over in the DJ tent, we'll have some amazing DJs playing music from early till late. This area will be an over 18 area, so you can fully let your hair down and be yourself. And then finally, to finish the night off, we have our camping area. This will be the area you go to rest and get ready for the next day of Nat 20 Fest.
Why support Nat 20 Fest on Kickstarter? Simply, they're the cheapest tickets you're ever going to get.
So if, like us, you enjoy all this, then please consider supporting our Kickstarter.
We'd love to be able to get Nat 20 Fest off the ground running.
It will also help us turn our imagination into reality to ensure that everyone who attends Nat 20 has the most immersive, incredible time.
We've already had so much support from the community. But don't just take our word for it. See it for yourself.
Until right now, there's truly been nothing like it. I've been to different Ren fairs, I've been to sort of conventions which host these sort of things, and nothing actually cares enough to put it all in one tailored space for everyone to be able to enjoy things and learn and come together, and that's exactly what Nat 20's do.
Hobby events are so important because they bring all of us like-minded nerds together to celebrate all of the amazing games, systems, miniatures, and stories that we love.
So my name's Ben, aka the Eldritch Cartographer, and I think that Nat 20 Fest is a really important third space. It's a true escape from the rest of life, and I genuinely cannot wait to be there, and I hope you guys are excited too.
Besides, they're going to have a tavern there, so we're going to be able to talk about all the cool Dungeons and Dragons stories ever and get a little bit drunk, just a little bit.
And we can't wait to see you all at Nat 2027. See you there. Love you.
Giving people a space to thrive and be truly what they want to be.
The world of Eos has been the battlefield between the light and the darkness for millennia. The lands and its continents are rife with the stains of war. The natural order of life does sustain, but the threat to its existence hangs in the balance. Embark on a journey to thwart the plans of the evil wardeness Heska and escape the dreaded halls for Saltward Prison. Prepare to face the onslaught of the demon lords which dwell within its walls and strive to restore balance to a once sacred temple, now corrupted and twisted to be a breeding ground for the armies of darkness. This is the escape from Saltward Prison.
Welcome back to Blood and Sand. Our guys have found themselves in a perilous situation where they have had to rescue 2 members of the Shade Resistance on a cliffside cove. And as they have approached these individuals, 2 of these, what Iliyra would know as Scarthan, 2 of these houndish-like creatures with 3 eyes have risen from the sands, and they are accompanied by 3 members of the Black Fleet, who are running and charging up the beach behind them. We are going into initiative, kicking us off with Nox who rolled a 21.
Can I have my lightning lure first?
You can have your lightning lure first to set it off. Yes, indeed.
I need a strength saving throw, please.
Cool. You targeting just the one of them, correct?
Yeah, the closest one.
You can have a strength saving throw. Of course you can. That'll be a 10.
That is a fail. They take 1d8 points of damage.
Lightning damage is...
And it is pulled up to 10 feet towards me in a straight line. So I'll pull it 10 feet and give it a d8 of damage.
As it is pulled right up towards you, you see as it's shocked. You see parts of like fur wisping off into sand, sort of explode with the lightning as it's pulled it. Pull straight up to you.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Awesome. Now starting the round with Nox. What would you like to do? You are prone,
first,
by the way.
Yes, I'm gonna be extremely upset with myself for having done this. This is my silly little mistake, but I'm gonna get up and can I like use my bonus action or even the rest of my movement to help my brother up?
I'd say so. Yeah, you can use the rest of your movement to help him up. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, then I will do that. So that will be my movement. And then I did have my short bow out before when me and Zakir were checking the bushes. And I am going to shoot the doggo that is in front of Elena.
Cool. Roll to hit for me. 20 is going to hit. As it gets shot in the side, it yampers.
My bad.
So that was just
the wrong one. Yeah, so that will be 9 piercing damage.
Awesome, good stuff. As it yampers, it gets shot in the side and sort of stumbles back a bit, and you see your bolts in its shoulder like retract into it, and just sand pours out of the wound. That's anything else?
Yes, actually, I am going to use my bonus action to dash.
Sure.
Unless I can't with the helping of Nyx get up.
You can help him up, but then leave his range for sure with your bonus action. That's fine.
Okay, then bonus action dash.
Okay.
And I will be right here.
Cool. After you, it is your brother, Nyx.
Question, how high is this? Like that?
Probably around 20 feet tall.
Okay, and my sister helped me up. Okay, I want to take a couple steps forward towards the rock, and then I want to use the Blessing of the Raven Queen to teleport on top.
Cool. Bluttered in ravens, and you appear on the top of this. You appear on the top of the rock.
And then I want to turn around, and I want to shoot this one with an Eldritch Blast.
Sure thing.
Which is 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
And then 12 damage.
Wonderful. From you, Zakir. Zakir will turn back to you, Iliyra, and say, "Have you got everything under control?"
Yes, all good.
Okay, let's go. With his scimitar, he is going to charge towards this Scarthan, and he pulls his scimitar up and goes to swing at it. And as it does, this Scarthan completely disappears into sand using its reaction. Cuts straight through a cloud of sand as he looks around, and that will be his turn. Yelena.
I am going to cast Booming Blade and try to hit the little fucker.
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay. I get advantage, yes?
You will do.
Sweet! Which dice do I want? You too. Is that it? That's a 10. That's one. That's so I will go with the 16.
16
No,
is it?
no, it's 16 on the dice. It's I rolled a 10 and a 16, so I'm just looking at what I actually get. Sorry, 22 is the total.
22 would hit. It's going to use its reaction to dissolve into sand, same as the exact same thing happened to Zakia, as it's a melee attack on it, and it completely disappears out of view, and you just see Nox standing in front of you.
I will use kind of huff and spend a moment just breathing deeply and kind of from the magical energy that is kind of surrounding us at the moment. I start to feel something. Something kind of something within myself reforge and reform, and I will regain a spell slot using my meta magic.
Nice, really nice, good stuff. From your turn, it is the Scarthan who appear either side of Iliyra in sand. Iliyra, as you are healing this individual, you look to the left and look to your right, and wisps of sand appear, and the snouts come first, and the legs start to rise from the sand as you hear this like horrible, like this yapping, just either side of you, and they're both gonna take attacks on you, Iliyra.
I mean, horrible puppies.
Horrible puppies, indeed.
No puppies.
They have a certain scent or a certain ability to sense certain things with their third eye ability, but they will do no such thing with you. They are literally just going to both use their multi-attack to bite. First one is going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Second one's a natural 20.
Yeah, just a little bit.
The first one will do 13 points of damage, and the second one will do 20 points of damage. You take 33 points of damage in total. As you guys look back and see these things forming, and they just start to pull Illyra's leg, as well as one yamps onto her shoulder, and they're just like gripping her and pulling her either side. From them,
Just like to clarify, I am now down.
Oh shit!
So.
Oh shit! Okay. That makes me feel really bad as a DM, but sorry.
It's good.
These are gonna take. This guy is gonna take his movement and the dash action to run up to Zakia. It is your turn, Iliyra. Can you do me a death saving throw, please?
Mm-hmm. Shall. It wants to be an idiot. Rolled a 20, but it hasn't come through.
That's fine. Was it a natural 20?
Nat 20.
It wasn't nat 20.
A nat 20. You make two death saves. Iliyra, as teeth are finding flesh, you are being physically pulled apart and as the one behind you pulls you from the back and your head slams onto the sand, you look up and see birds flying overhead and a ray of sunlight beaming down. There is a struggle to your vision as focus is waning in and out until there are words that you hear. A deep language, old. And verrasten, inyanikastuna, leminars. You hear the voices of past pharaohs and prophets guiding you back to life. As a second wind of life starts to emerge within you, and you can almost feel a radiance upon your skin. This one is going to do the same, but he's going to use his movement and dash to run up to Nyx. Columbia, what do you want to do?
I'm not facing towards her, so I don't know that she's. I probably would have heard.
Oh, you'd
like,
be able to.
yeah,
You'd be able to hear the yelps and yaps and yeah.
Cool. What would she do? Yes, she would. She would absolutely do that. Just like sensing there is massive crap going on behind me, and like hearing her yell and obviously in pain. I would cast my flame blades straight out, which will drop any Pass Trace that we have, and I will go over and try and hit one of them with flame blade.
Sure. Well to hear.
That is a +6, isn't it? So 16 to hit.
16 is their armor class. It's going to hit.
Brilliant. So it's 3d6. 6, 11, 13 fire damage to them. And I'm hoping I can make them into glass because they're sand and I can have little glass.
Well, unfortunately not. No, yeah, unfortunately not. But 13 points of fire damage. Really good.
And then, yeah, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Gruntar.
Okay, Gruntar is gonna have obviously heard and see what's going on. He's just gonna rage. He's fuming. He's not happy whatsoever. He's obviously just in these sand boxes, what they look like, obviously attacking Iliyra, and he's just gone like savage about it. So he is gonna run over and attack. Which attack you attacked? The one on the left, Columbia.
Yeah.
The one that you're closest to. Yeah. So I'm gonna attack the one on the right with my great axe.
Great axe. The sun beams off the freshly silvered axe. 13. Their armor class is 16. You're raging. That doesn't mean you get Columbia help. You play barbarian? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Unfortunately, swing wide. You go to like hit the back of it, and the axe just goes through sand, but then the body reforms around it, as it's still like starting to drag Illyra's feet. This last one, as you use your bonus action, you use your action. He's going to run up to try and. He's going to use his full movement to flank Zakir. And he doesn't have anything else from there. But top of the round, Nox, what do you want to do?
There is a guy behind me, but I understand that all of us heard Iliyra go down and the yelping and screaming, right?
Yes.
My brother is okay, so you know nothing is wrong, but I am going to whip out my dagger and I'm going to try and stab this guy behind me.
Sure. 24 is going to hit. Yeah, that's going to hit.
And that's 7 piercing.
7 points of piercing damage. Nice.
Plus
And
4.
then-
Oh, no, you don't get your stuff.
Turn
No, I
around,
don't.
stab it into his gut.
And then, do I want to do this or this? I'm gonna actually bonus action disengage, and I'm going to. Oh, this is the furthest I can get. Or no, I'm gonna flank this guy that's flanking Zakir.
Okay. End of turn.
End of turn.
Wonderful. Nyx.
I'm gonna look down, shoot another Eldritch Blast at the puppies.
Sure. Which one?
I'm gonna go for left.
Left,
So
cool.
this one.
Yep.
Let's see. 15.
15 doesn't hit, I'm afraid. Literally just to the side, poof, hits the sand, and you see a big part of Columbia just next to you. There's a big thud of scorched sand just next to you from this Eldritch Blast.
Ooh, and then as my bonus action, I'm actually gonna use my last Blessing of the Raven Queen, and I wanna teleport right there.
Okay.
Behind you.
I mean, you could probably use movement to scale. But you'd have to do me you'd have to do me an athletics check.
They're made out of sand, right?
They are.
Would you reckon that if I were to jump on it, that it is a soft fall?
I mean, why not? You can do me a Constitution check for that for sure.
Okay, cool.
To see how you land if you just want to jump on it.
Cool. 9. I can imagine he crawls down, looks behind him, and then jumps on top of it.
Okay,
I've
cool.
just got this, I mean, we're talking musicals, musical. I've just got an image of like Nyx diving off the top and like Freebirds playing as he's like slow motion flying through the air, and then just belly flops on this fucking thing.
Your trajectory's off with a 9. You twist your ankle and you're prone. You can take 2 points of force damage, please.
Sick.
But you are behind it, so, and you didn't have to use your Blessing of the Raven Queen, so all good. Oh, silver linings. Cool. Going from you then, Zakir. Zakir looks forward, takes his blade and goes to multi-attack, so slashes twice. 13 misses, but the second one is a 9. Clashing of swords as Zakir meets and parries with this Black Fleet guard. From there, we go to Iliyra.
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to run up to this douchebag and I'm going to say, "No mummies around here, motherfucker."
Wow.
And I will burning blade again.
Mate. Okay, cool. Roll to hit for me.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 is gonna do it. As you run up, he says to you as you run up. He says, "Who are you to disrupt city guard business? These are escapees."
Escapees? No, they were sunbathing and seagulls just attacked them. Oh wait, what's that? Look, they're attacking now. And he'll take the damage. I have to do this because I was taking a picture of my natural 20. Booming blade. Okay, so it takes it's a D8, isn't it?
Yeah.
D8 plus my attackness. Yes.
Plus
so D6
attackness.
as well. It's D8 when you fucking need one. That's this. Yes. I'm not fucking everywhere. Hang on. It's an 8 on the. Fuck you! It's an 8 on the D8.
Okay.
And then 6 points of slashing damage. So 8 thunder, 6 slashing, and if he moves, he takes more thunder.
And it's a crit as well, right? 8 thunder,
Yes!
8 thunder plus 6 slashing is 14 doubled, so that's 28, and he cannot move as well.
Oh no, he can move, but if he moves, he takes damage.
If he does, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I will use my bonus action to fly away. I can fly 10 feet, so I'm going to go here. I'm just going to say, come and get me, pretty boy.
As you've moved away from him and he hasn't moved away from... Oh, if he moves regardless, isn't it? He takes extra damage.
Yeah.
Got you. As you deliver this huge blow to him, you have a scimitar, right?
I do.
Deep lash into the shoulder. Electric energy, force explodes him back as he goes, "The council will pay you! These are escaped criminals! If you help us, they will pay you vast amounts of gold." From him, we have this Scarthan. He is going to turn around, and after it just being like slashed with a huge blade of fire, is going to turn to multi-attack against you, Columbia. That's an 18 to hit for the first one, and an 18 to hit for the second one.
You know they hit.
I know they do. 9 points of damage, and 9 points of damage. You take 18 points of piercing damage as just leaps onto you and just sinks his teeth right around like the side of your waist. You guys would see now, being up front and close with these things, they can physically like dislodge their jaw like snakes can to get a wider range of a bite, and it just chomps around the side of you. That's going to be that Scarthan's turn. The guy who Zakir is fighting has advantage, so he's going to attack twice with his scimitar. Good thing, because that was an 8 and that was a 15, which doesn't hit Zakir's armor class. Still clanking away, these two are having like a moment of sparks flying off their swords as they just dig their heels into the sand and just go at each other. Going from there then, Iliyra, can I have a final death saving throw, please?
Final? Final?
Well, maybe final.
No. 6.
A 6.
With 2 hopeful.
What do you think of at this point in time as you are like ranging out of like life and death? You have 2 points into being back into restoration, but 1 point not.
She doesn't really feel scared or kind of any kind of negative emotion. She knows that if she does pass prematurely, that she'll go on to greater and better things. So she's kind of at a sense of peace, even though there's surrounded by chaos. That's just because of her way, basically. She's just happy to follow the light.
Gunter standing over the body of Iliyra as she is feigning in and out of consciousness. A single golden tear drips from her eye, and an unusual smile upon her face that you can see. He would move. There's no so with Booming Blade, there's no physical like sign of like shit, I'm being electrically charged, right?
It doesn't say anything. I mean, unless he's familiar with the actual spell itself.
Okay, cool. Probably wouldn't be
sheathed in booming energy until the start of your next turn. Start of my next turn.
I see. Remnants of like an electrical pulses around him as he's just tried to shout out to you and convince you guys to actually do the opposite of what you're doing. He takes out his scimitar and runs towards you, and he's going to take the damage.
That is a 7.
7 points of lightning damage. As soon as he takes his thunder damage, as soon as he takes a step, He's blasted, but perseveres through it. That's going to be that, sorry. And he is going to do a multi-attack on you with Le Scimitar. That's a 17 to hit for the first one, and a 16 to hit for the second one.
I'm going to shield the first one, and that'll get rid of the second one as well.
What's your armor class?
16.
Oh, so meets it beats it then.
Yeah, but I'm casting shield on the first one, and that lasts for the rest of the round.
For sure, it does. It does indeed. Yeah, your armor class is permanently raised for that. Cool. Going from him then, after he's clattered off your shield, and then again, Columbia. What do you want to do after you have this? You have a Scarthan latched onto you, biting into your side at this point.
I am literally going to get my blade, and I'm just going to stab down into it to try and detach myself from it. So again, it's going to be using my flame blade to just... And that is an 18 to hit.
18's going to hit for sure. Roll damage.
Oh, that's so much better. That is 16 points of fire damage. Get the hell off me!
With 15 hit points left, you reduce it to 0, stab your flame blade in. The remaining bits of sand turn to glass around it and fall as this thing just turns into a pile of sand on the floor with a last... and you see 3 glowing gems sitting, 3 red ruby glowing gems sitting in this pile of sand as you have felled it. Good job. Anything else from you for a bonus action?
No, I just like stand there for a second, just like I am hurt.
Your side bleeding. Good stuff. Gunther!
Okay, so after I miss my first attack, I'm already raging anyway. I'm furious that this attack is missed, so I'm going to recklessly attack now, which means I get an advantage, but anyone who attacks me also gets advantage on their rolls. I'm going to attack with my Form of the Beast claws, which means I get 2 attacks.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll for the first one.
Yep.
Which will have advantage. It's 12, doesn't hit. Oh, 17. That one does hit.
It hits. Yeah. You drop your axe to the sand, and then you bring out your claws. Cool. Axe hits the sand.
I'll roll for damage.
The second one's a 20 as well. They both hit. So yeah, roll 2 sets of damage. 9.
And this just looks like the axe has hit the sand from my last attack, and then I've just went almost like a Wolverine from X-Men, where you just that and you see the claws, and it pounces on this thing and just starts savagely clawing away with my claws.
Awesome. As you lean over the body of Iliyra, what you see, instead of a huge hulking orc with huge claws, like spiritual claws, you see just the silhouette of or the outline of a being of light leaning over you, still mimicking the same movements as Gruntar's, doing like these big slashes, but it almost looks like a constellation of golden stars which create the body of a person, so almost like a stick figure with dots in the middle of it, but like the body mass is made up of shining gold light as you look up, and this entity is just moving and swiping in front of you. From them, this Black Fleet member is going to turn around to you, Nox. Double attack with a multi-attack. 15 to hit on the first one, and a 13 to hit on the second one. Clashing against your daggers, or you simply just moving side to side. Sand is hard to fight on, so they're big, heavy swings. Easy for someone like you to be able to just maneuver and dodge out of the way. Bringing us to your turn as a reaction. How do you do it? What do you want to do?
I would actually like to kind of do the same to him, try and stab him twice with my daggers.
Sure. You have advantage as Zakir is behind him, so he's technically flanked.
Okay, the first dagger, 22 to hit.
22 hits.
That will be 11 with the sneak attack because he's flanked. And then the second dagger, let me just roll again. 20, dirty to hit.
Yeah.
And that will be just 7 piercing.
7 piercing. Awesome. Good stuff. One slash straight up the face, and then the second dagger into the ribs. As he takes 2 slashes from you. Good stuff. Anything else with?
How is he looking? No, that'll be all. But how is he looking?
The members, the one that looks the most fucked up is the one by Yelena. These have heavy padded armor, leather armor. They are also very well trained for battle. So although he's taken a few cuts, he still has that rage in his eye.
Cool. Okay. That's all.
Nyx.
Yo. Yep. I want to stand up.
Cool.
And dust myself off as if nothing happened. And that I want to, out of curiosity, when I'm like standing point blank, like within 5 feet, and I want to cast Eldritch Blast, do I get like disadvantage, or is that only with like bows?
I
believe it'll be disadvantaged.
Yeah,
it's
it
a ranged
is.
attack.
Yeah, it is. It's a ranged attack.
I might be wrong. I might be wrong.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I wanna cast Claws of Darkness and just swipe at it.
Cool. Yeah, it is disadvantage. Yeah.
Claws of Darkness would be 21 to hit.
21 hits, full show.
5 cold damage.
Okay, cool. Huge slash across the back end of this scarf, and you hear like a as it gets slashed. Anything else from you? No, cool. Good stuff. Zakir is going to parry off the hit from in front of him, turn around, use one of his attacks to have an advantage hit on the one that him and Nox are against. Don't think I'll need it, but I'll try for the crit. That's going to hit, so he is going to do... Nice. He'll do 12 points of damage to that one. As he's focused on you, Nox, he simply just like parries off, turns around, and does a huge like crack to neck slice up this guy's back, and you see this Black Fleet member in front just like as blood splats all up his back and even into some of your hair, Nox. Before he turns around and just with one strike he is going to try and hit the other one behind him with a 19. He's going to hit, and he's just going to drive his scimitar after like parrying his sword wide. He's got an opening, slashes the one, turns around all in one movement and drives it into his shoulder, and that's going to be nice. 13 points of damage. That's going to be Zakir's turn. Yelena.
I've got a choice. Question.
Yes.
Well, several questions. First, how's Zakir looking?
Zakir's fine. He hasn't
Okay,
been. He hasn't been hit.
How's Nox looking?
Nox is fine. She hasn't been hit.
Nox is fine. Okay, cool. I'm gonna Booming Blade again.
Cool. Roll to hit.
You did well for me last time. This way you turn around and fuck me, isn't it? It might be in. It might hit. Nope, that's the wrong page. 16.
That would hit, apart from the fact that he uses reaction to do something called parry, which he adds a +2 to his AC against one melee attack. So he literally, as you come inches towards his face, scimitar comes up, and there's like a slight scratch of your blade across his brow before it parries you back, pushes you back.
Can I use 2-weapon fighting with that?
Don't see why not. If you've got a secondary weapon on you, and you want it, it's a bonus action.
I've got 2 scimitars, so.
Oh yeah, for sure. Same with trying to cast Booming Blade.
Oh, that's better. No, because I can't cast Booming Blade as a bonus action.
Bonus action, yeah.
I'm just going for a normal scimitar attack.
Awesome.
That is a 19 on the dice.
That one's going to hit you. Cool. As he pushes you off with the first one, however you'd like to describe, turning around and giving him a slash across the belly.
I see the blade coming up, and like as you say, literally, like as he's raising that blade, the other blade kind of like comes from behind my back that I've been hiding, and I spin through and just slice his belly.
Slash him across the belly as he leans down and holds it. Roll for damage for me.
D6.
You see, like, coughs up blood, and it starts leaking down his beard.
8 points of slashing damage.
Nice, real good stuff. Awesome. He looks very, very wounded. He has multiple slash marks. He has a huge gash through his shoulder, which he caused before. His belly's split open. He's trying to hold in his entrails, and he's like coughing blood out of his mouth. Sort of like just wild swinging. As we're close,
I'll like kind of pull into him and just say, "Now is your opportunity to surrender."
Spits the blood onto the sand. Hey, blood and sand. Sorry.
You said the
thing. The sky is open and blood rain now drops that now. Cool. Going from you then. Scarthan is dead, so let's take him out of initiative order. It's the one fighting against Zakir. Zakir is flanked, so he's going to take multi-attack, but he gets to do it twice. So first one is 17. Second one is 17. That just hits Zakir. Second attack. Yeah, that's going to hit definitely. Two attacks with the scimitar. $11 points. Yikes. Okay. Cool. You see as Zakir like slams his scimitar into the guy's shoulder. He drops his own sword into the other hand, slices up on Zakir's arm, forcing him to pull his scimitar out, and then again just a healthy slice, boom, straight across the chest. First time you would have seen Zakir like actually had blood drawn on him. These soldiers, these enforcers, are not messing around, and they are very, very well trained. As they've delivered 2 lethal blows onto Zakir. Iliyra, sorry it's such a shitty combat for you as your first one in Blood and Sand, but welcome to the campaign, exactly how it's meant to be. Do me a death saving throw, please.
Okay. Fingers crossed.
Does anyone have like a health potion or anything?
Yay, it was 11.
An 11.
I think we did get given some by someone.
You guys did at some point. It should be in your inventories.
I don't have them.
Real quick as well. I don't see this little jackal thing in the turn order at all anymore, and I also think
my bad.
Its turn. I just wanted to mention it because
I did actually. You know what? Thank you. I know exactly why, because I put them both on the same turn order. I'll do it after this. That's fine. Iliyra. Gods or entities have spoken to you. You feel warmth once again, and looking up to this figure above you, you could have mistaken it for a god or an emissary of the light, as this radiant energy starts to dissolve and take place with green tattooed skin, huge biceps. You see tusks. You see Gruntar standing above you, swiping at this at the scarf, and warmth comes back to you as you hear "Not yet" within your ears as you come back to life and oxygen fills your lungs. And it will be the Scarthan's turn. Let me just move them.
People do often mistake me for a god, though, so don't stress about that.
Yeah, fuck off. The Scarthan's turn. He's going to turn around and do a double attack on you after you were the last one who swiped against him, Nyx. So he's going to multi-attack and he's going to try and latch onto you. That's going to be... That's a 14, but he gets to go again. Does either a 14 or an 11 hit you, Nyx?
Both misses.
Chomp to one side, chomp to the other. Yeah, that's going to be his turn. Going from the Scarthan, it is going to be... this one, he's going to take a Hail Mary swing towards you, Yelena. That's going to be an 18 to hit and a 15. 15 doesn't hit, but does the 18?
18 hits, I'll take it.
18 hits, cool. You will take 5 points of slashing damage as he just like he leans forward with all of his might and just slashes you across your arm. But the second one misses. Going from that, then it's Columbia.
Still being incredibly quite hurt, Columbia is just going to kind of sidestep a little bit, and she's going to cast her spores around herself.
Cool.
To try and make her feel just a tiny bit better with the temporary HP. And that is all she's going to do. She's just going to try and catch her breath and just like, oh fuck, I am really hurt.
Cool. Purple spores appear around you, enshrouding you. From you then, good stuff. Grunta.
Okay, I'm going to recklessly attack again. How is this? Sorry, bro, I keep forgetting what you call it.
A Scarthan.
A Scarthan. How's the Scarthan looking?
He's been slashed a few times, but he's still very much the three red eyes, ruby eyes on its head are still gleaming, foaming from its mouth, sand dripping from its pores.
Okay, I'm going to recklessly attack then, and I'm going to go with my claws, which again gets two. So it's 2 attacks. First one doesn't hit.
14 doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
Second one does hit.
It would if it didn't use its reaction to dissolve into sand and completely, as you swipe through just a mist of sand, and it has disappeared for now.
Okay, bonus action.
Yep.
But there's not really much I can do. Sorry, just out of combat. So, do we know if anyone's got any healing potions or anything like that?
We had some, I don't know who's got them.
I feel like it might have been Columbia.
Someone's got, no, she hasn't got them in her inventory, she's looked.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything with my... I'm just going to stand guard over Iliyra then.
Cool. Good stuff. Going from you then, it is going to be this fellow here who is engaging with Nox. He's going to take 2 swings onto you. An 18 to hit and a 15 to hit.
Yeah. The first one hits, the second one doesn't.
Cool. As steel finds flesh, you will take only 4 points of slashing damage as he like digs in and slices against your thigh. That's going to be his turn, and it goes top of the round back to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be boring, and I'm gonna give it back to him and try and stab him as well.
Sure.
I still have advantage because Zakir is here.
Yeah.
So 22 to hit the first one.
Cool, that hits.
Oh, why is it not? 14
14 damage.
damage, yeah.
Wonderful, yeah.
And the second one will be 24 to hit,
Yeah, definitely.
and that will be just 9 piercing.
No. It's, then I'll bring him to... exchanging blows, although you've landed far more on him than he has you. You are cutting around this guy like anybody's business. Exchanging one flash of a dagger against a scimitar as he's sliced against your leg, digging one into his shoulders. You force him down to one knee as he just tries to barely stand up, looking very bloodied. Nyx.
Did Nick see that his sister got slashed?
Give me a perception check.
Okay, love that. That's deception, perception.
I would have probably let out like a little gasp or something.
With a 14, I'd say so, plus you guys are like weirdly connected.
Okay, wonderful. Since the dog in front of me dissipates, you said,
yes.
I'm gonna turn around and just instantly Eldritch Blast towards that man. Yeah.
Cool, I'll do it.
And that is
17's gonna hit.
17, yeah.
Firing out an Eldritch Blast.
Max damage as well.
As he pulls himself up to try and take one more swipe onto Nox, and you see this one's like a really heavy strike as he like lifts his sword all the way back to bring it down. Nox, you might even just have like a shimmer of like, oh shit in your eye before slammed and just burnt to a crisp as this he just has a hole through his heart where his heart would be as he just falls back dead into the sand. Dust cloud of sand rises up as he bleeds out.
Can I use a free action to just turn my head around and give a thumbs up to my brother?
Yeah.
also gives a thumbs up back.
Good stuff. Zakir is going to deliver 2 blows with his scimitar to this guy. That's gonna hit. And that's also gonna fucking hit. Nice. 12 and an 8. Goes down to that. Quick maths, good stuff. Huge blows. You see, after Zakir's taken two slashes, he kind of like stops for a moment and looks down and like touches some of his own blood and like looks at it on his hand, looks up towards the guy and just smirks before you watch like he throws his scimitar in the air, takes a kneel down and catches it, and as he catches it, slices across where the waistline would be, switches hand and whoosh, straight up, just a baseball hit straight up up the neck of this guy. This Black Fleet Marauder sort of like steps back and holds his huge wound that Zakir's just taken and spits blood onto the floor. Following that, Yelena.
Booming blade and fly away, probably. Booming blade. No. I will try for a second attack with my bonus action. That's a 19 on the dice. Why didn't you do that before? Is 5 plus stuff. 9 points of slashing damage.
In which fashion would you like to slash this person and kill him?
I see Zakir getting fancy, so I feint. High, and as I go high, I kind of do a cool fucking cartwheel over in the air, kicking his sword out of the way. And then bringing my offhand around, I spin and I bring it down straight through his spine, straight through his back as he's like, doubled over as I've kind of kicked him in the face, and I'm just there with him kebabbed on my sword, looking at Zakir.
He's just there, just hung, blood coming out of his eyes, blood coming out of his mouth, literally just dangled on your sword as Zakir looks at you and says, "Okay, finish the job."
Okay. Spin around, chop his fucking head off.
Head rolls into the sand. Awesome. You guys watch as this head rolls into the sand. You look at it, and you hear as just in front of you a huge like wheel of sand appears, and crawling out of it comes this Scarthan right in front of you, who is going to leap out of this like dust cloud, this sand cloud, leap out, and he is going to attack you, but unfortunately for you, he gets advantage for no, he doesn't actually get sneak attack, sorry.
Okay.
But it's a multi-hit if he even hits you. He doesn't hit you. Leaps out of this sand, and you step to the side as you watch as its paws like skid into the sand. The sand reinforces its paws and its legs as it turns around, and completely dislodges its jaw open towards you. But that is going to be that turn. Going from that, it's the guy that Zakir's just done a number on. He's got 2 attacks on him. Let us see. 15 does not hit Zakir, but 20 does, dealing 11 points of slashing damage. Understanding that this is a fight completely to the death, looking and seeing his 2 comrades slain in front of him, kicks up sand in Zakir's face, dirty move, and then Zakir just, you watch him like cough blood as he looks down. He's just got a scimitar deep within his gut, and he just grabs a hold of it and smiles, but with blood in between the creases of his teeth. Going from that, then, now you're awake and now you're alive.
Hey.
Good stuff. Iliyra, what would you like to do?
Firstly, as my bonus action, I want to cast Healing Word at 2nd level on myself.
Awesome, good stuff.
I thought that would be pretty useful, to be honest.
How's this look?
It's like a whole ball of just white, warm kind of energy, and that kind of like comes and surrounds the person who it's aimed at and kind of encompasses them, and then slowly kind of disappears.
Cool. You watch as some of the bite marks and tear marks of your skin start to seal up with this radiant energy. How much healing do you do yourself?
11.
11 points of healing. Cool. That was your bonus action?
Yes.
Cool. What would you
And
like
then
to
for
do?
my action, could I use my guiding bolt and hit? I can see the
You can see
nasty puppy.
the scarf, and yes, you can see it.
Yes,
Yeah.
the nasty puppy, not a nice puppy no more.
The
So that's what
nasty
I'm gonna.
puppy.
The nasty puppy. I'm gonna aim to attack for that one because obviously it is a little shit.
Bright white bolt leaves your hands. But with a 10, unfortunately, you're still like
recovering.
Yeah, you're
I'm a
still
bit
recovering. Hits the sand just next to where Yelena is. Not putting the scarf on off as it sort of like twitches its head, walking towards Yelena. Any movement or anything from you? You're going to stay there.
I'm happy just to stay here.
Good stuff.
Thank you. End of my turn.
Good stuff. That guy's dead. Going to Columbia.
Seeing that the puppy is getting close to people, I am going to kind of stealing myself a little bit because they look like sand. They don't look like real puppies, so we're cool. She's got flame blades still up, so she is going to try and attack it with her flame blades. Let's try this dice. That is a 15 on the die, so 21 to hit.
It's used its reaction this round. Yeah, that's going to hit for sure.
Brilliant. And because I have my spores up, that is an extra 1d6 of damage, so nice lots of dice.
That's cool.
Oh. Holy shit. Okay, so that is 5, 10, 14. So that's 14 fire damage and then 4 necrotic damage.
4 points of necrotic damage. Awesome. Fire ignites with the fur and sand. Huge slash as it lets out a yelp. The necrosis energy. You watch as some of the sand particles on it start to turn black, and that wound starts to fester. Usually those wounds on it start to fill in with sand and heal itself up, but this is not moving. It's just a deep charred cut on this scarton. Cool. Good stuff. Anything else from you before we go to Grunta?
Nope, that is it from me.
Grunta.
Okay, how is the Scarthan looking now?
It's limping. It's not healing. The sand is starting to drip off it rather than encompassing its body. But it's a wild beast, you know. So it doesn't look amazingly healthy, but it'd still go to its last hit, you know.
Grunta is gonna he's obviously still pissed off this thing. He's just aggressively walk towards it, and I'm just gonna hit him with. I'm gonna recklessly attack again, so I get advantage. I'm gonna hit him with my great axe.
Cool. Picking your axe up off the floor as you charge over. Cool.
That's it. Oh, that's gonna hit 24.
That's gonna hit for sure.
I've got a cool way. Oh, I was the damage.
You do have advantage, so roll it again just in case you get a natural 20.
To roll it again? What?
Yeah, because you're recklessly attacking. Roll to hit again just in case you crit.
No, okay.
No, cool.
7 points of damage.
7 points of slashing damage. Awesome. You literally you cut off one of the back legs, which just dissolves into sand as it yelps and turns around. Anything else from you?
No. What can I shove with a bonus? Can I shove with a bonus action?
You can't shove with a bonus action. I need to have a quick read up on your spirit barbarian class, what you can do. But honestly, if there's nothing on your bonus action tab, then yeah, it's not cool.
No, okay, no, I'll just leave it there.
No problem. Good stuff anyway. A hit's a hit. That one is dead. Top of the round, we go to Nox.
I'm gonna move over here.
Yeah.
And stab, because
Stabby
that's
stab.
going really good.
You have advantage.
I do.
23 is going to hit.
That will be 18.
Running around the back of this guy, flanking as he's just delved his sword, holding his sword into Zakir. You tell me what it looks like as you kill this dude.
Oh, my second roll was a nat 20. Okay.
Oh, well, definitely, yeah. Okay, go ham on it.
The way that he has stabbed Zakir, I want to stab him just from the other side,
Nice.
from his back.
This is a full kebab moment going on here. So you got stomach into sword, yeah, go.
And just kind of as he's withering away, just say to him, it doesn't feel really good having done that to yourself, does it? And then just kind of, with my foot, push him off my dagger and let his body fall.
As he hears those words, as life fades from him, you will succumb to darkness. Just hits the floor.
I shrug. And kind of dust myself off.
Good stuff. Going to Nyx.
Question: These
Yes.
two, are they in a state of almost passing out, or if I were to have a quick land, because they were wounded, right?
Iliyra managed to sustain them somewhat, so they're not drastically losing blood, but maybe they're in and out of consciousness.
Would you say one of them is fading in and out of consciousness? Are they stable? My question is, are they stable?
They're stable, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're stable.
Cool. Then I will just Eldritch Blast that thing again.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast. That is natural 1.
Oof. Gruntar, can you do me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Here's Grump.
I hit my head, man, falling from that rock.
Yeah. You're gonna take the damage. Roll your Eldritch Blast.
I'm so sorry.
Give it to me. I can take it.
Oh, that's a max roll as well.
15 points of force damage as you are just slammed in the back by
I'm gonna definitely turn up. But oh, what fucking?
Stop moving! Stop moving! You moved in front of it.
Friendly fire. I hit the fucking.
You are a big target.
Next time.
Zakir is just going to spend his turn like on one knee, holding his stomach, trying to stop the bleeding. Yelena. If there was no bonus actions from Nyx, that is.
No, that was it.
Yeah, he's done enough.
Let's just try and get rid of this fucking fox thing. Booming blade.
Okay. He's gonna use his reaction, I'm afraid, regardless.
Fucking cock!
He disappears. He disappears,
I'm
and
going for a piss.
What, Yelena or you?
Me!
Okay.
Maybe, Elena. There's a C right there.
This is gonna appear. The Scarthan is gonna appear behind Nyx and take a multi-attack onto Nyx. Oh, natural 20!
Wow.
That's a multi-attack as well, so an 18 as well, so fuck.
Would you stop trying to kill us?
You're gonna take 22 points on the first one and 8 points on the second one, so 30 points of piercing damage altogether. As you stand there, you looking at Grunthar and like you're having this conversation with him, and you just feel a wisp behind you, just this, and then you hear it. That you turn around. And this thing leaps up on top of you, straight round your throat. The jaw opens like Demigorgon Stranger Thing opens, pins you to the ground, and just chomps into your throat. How's Nyx looking?
I would say, out of reaction, I think he would just like go with it and fall to the ground.
Okay. Are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm not down.
Okay, cool. You're just pinned with 30 points of piercing damage in your throat. Cool. Good stuff. No problemo. Going from you then, Iliyra. You currently see this new companion having his neck ripped out by this Scarthan.
Yes, which is obviously not my favourite beast that ever lived anymore. So again, I'm going to use my guiding bolt and attack and hit, hopefully, the angry puppy.
Let's do it. Afraid not. It seems as blood is splashing in the air and there's a big sand cloud. You fire it, and as it just sort of changes its trajectory to jump around to like bite Nyx's neck from a different angle, your guiding bolt scatters into the sand, unfortunately. Anything else for a bonus action?
Yes, as my bonus action, I'm going to cast my spiritual weapon.
Okay, what's your spiritual weapon look like?
It's basically a big bronze kind of disc. It has like the emblems of the solid, and it kind of radiates that kind of energy. So it kind of like spins through the air, a bit like a frisbee, to be honest.
Dope. I need to make a thing for that, but we'll get it for next time for sure. But for now, you can have. Yes, that's your disc.
Hey!
Where would you like it to be?
Right next to, basically.
Right next to. just this radiant spinning saw, almost like of light, appears next to this Scarthan. Going from that, then good stuff. Columbia.
I will continue to go in and just try and get rid of this thing as well.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm gonna hit.
It's just chomping onto Nyx.
Oh, that is a 15. That hits, doesn't just.
No, 16's its armor class, I'm afraid. Flame mixes with sand, but misses. It's like the force of its body, of its flesh. Gruntar.
Right. Oh, I really want to kill this fucking thing. Okay, so I'm gonna walk over.
Yeah.
I've got a thing planned if I do land the killing blow.
Okay.
Right, so I'm gonna storm over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna recklessly attack again, so I get advantage.
Yeah.
Hit with my great axe. Roll twice. Second one hits.
Second one does hit.
Right, roll for damage. 10 damage.
Oh, fuck.
You fucker. How big is this thing?
It's got 11 hit points left. I can't even lie because the audience can see the hit points and stuff as well. I'd love to give it you, but
I had this cool thing planned, but go on, fine. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna swing with my axe.
Do me a strength check. If the DC is set at 15. If you can get a 15 or higher, I'll give you an extra point. Yeah, go on then. You can. How do you want to do this then, Gruntar? Since you specifically said that you want to do it, how do you want to do it?
Okay, so as Gruntar's storming over, and obviously this thing is latched to Nyx's neck, he's gonna shoulder barge the thing off Nyx, pick him up, throw him at Iliyra's feet. And as this thing notices I'm here, this is going to lunge at me and try and bite me in my face. But because I've got the form of the beast going, I don't know how you guys imagine, but I've got like a bit of a snout too. And like, imagine like this is its snout, and as it goes to bite, my jaw just chomp down on top of it, snapping its jaws while it's in my mouth.
Perfect. You hear a crack, a crunch, as you sink your spiritual teeth into its bones.
As it turned to sand in his mouth.
Sand does come out of the spirit, the spiritual snout, but obviously it subsides and it's not your actual nose. This thing drops to sand in your hands, and the only thing remaining in your hands are 3 glowing ruby gems. Good stuff. Well done, guys. You managed to defeat the Scarthan and some Black Fleet marauders. Yeah, just about. You see Zakir like drop to his knees and start like coughing up blood as he turns and he says, "Strip the bodies." Looks at you all. Well, you were fucking standing there. I said, "Strip the bodies."
I'm going to saunter over to him. Just calm down. You're going to tear your wound again. And I'd like to make a medicine check to try and cauterize his wound with my lightning.
For sure, yeah. With lightning.
Just like a taser, you know?
Right, okay.
I've got a flame blade at the moment. The perfect thing for cauterizing wounds.
Kind of is. Columbia, you can aid as well if you wish.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lay the blade on top of this and just, but I won't.
I'd probably say Yelena has more experience cauterizing wounds, so if you want to give Yelena the flame blade, Yelena, do a medicine check. Columbia, you can do the help action, so you can do so with advantage, Yelena.
And that's cocked.
You said that sand wolf thing like bit his neck, right?
Bit your neck. Your neck is profusely bleeding.
Yeah, I can see Nyx on the ground holding his neck.
I mean, that's why I did chuck you in front of Iliyra, because I'm hoping she'll.
A 15. You place the blade over his like most prominent wound. There's a big like grit of the teeth and grunt behind it as you pull it off. cauterize the wound. Strip the fucking bodies. As he like leans over and grabs one of them and starts like tearing the headcloth and like the clothes and stuff off this one of these Black Fleet men. Iliyra, what are you doing with Nyx?
I will cast Healing Word at second level on them,
Nice.
just to be nice to them. So again, they'll be just covered in this ball of white light and energy, and it'll just cover their entire body.
I believe, now to correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it has a vocal component to it. And as a sister of Pelora, I'm pretty sure you have like the most amazing prayer prepared. No, cool. 6 points of healing to you, Nyx.
Was weak.
Would you
Apologies.
Say, no, that's okay. Would you say that the wounds are close, or would I need to get it looked after?
This is going to require some further care back at an infirmary, yeah, for sure.
Wonderful.
But for future, Heather, I'll send you some actual like prayers and stuff for things that you would actually say. But yes, cool. Anything that anyone would like to do as Zakir is stripping these bodies off, and he's told you to do.
What does Gunther make of these gems in his hand?
You hold 3 rubies in your hand. They are glowing with an unnatural glow. There seems to be like a whisper of flame within the eyes of them. They don't feel any heavier than normal rubies.
I mean, I'm not going to make heads or tails of whether they're...
You can do me... tell you what. You can do me an Arcana check.
Yes, I'm sure Gunther is very... You know, he's got a lot of expertise in the realms of Arcana. Let's have a look. Do me proud. 12.
12. There's definitely a hum of energy from them. They're not just normal rubies. You know that there's something within these. They were the eyes of the Scartha.
Okay.
So, a magical property, perhaps something you can understand and recognize. Absolutely not.
Okay. I will just keep a hold of them, and then I'm going to ask someone about them who I think might.
Okay.
I would actually like to turn back to Zakir and start like shouting at him. Actually, first I'll thank Iliyra for helping my brother, and then shout to Zakir like, your priorities were first to save your men. Now you're ignoring them. You're stripping guards of bodies. You want to save Pelos, but soon there will be no one left to save. What the actual hell do you think you're doing?
If we do not strip the bodies and throw them in the ocean, they will come to look for them. If they see that Black Fleet guards have been killed, the city will be on higher alert than you have seen so far. Trust me when I say.
You can't spend 1 minute to check in on your men first.
Fine. As he stands, still holding his wounds, still bleeding, spits blood onto the floor, hobbles over. He looks at them. We need to get them back. Soon. Now, do you want to help me do the fastest thing so we can do that?
I can start trying to dig a hole so we can hide the bodies in the sand that after all of the clothes have been put in the ocean.
No, we keep the clothes. Dispose of the bodies.
Right.
Grandpa, do you think you could carry those two? They look quite light. They've lost a lot of blood, so...
No problem, as he just stretches and humps one on his left arm, one on his right shoulder, and then just starts heading out to sea.
So you're going to spend some... Are you dumping them in the ocean, or are you spending some time digging a hole?
Oh, sorry, I thought what were we doing?
I was asking Grunthar if he could lift the 2 wounded men.
Oh, the 2 wounded men? I thought you wanted to move the 2 dead bodies. Yeah, no problem. I'll carry the 2 wounded guys. Hopefully I don't get any blood on me. It's fine.
You can do me a strength check.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I'm still recovering from an Eldritch blast from someone.
I don't know what you're all about. Never happened. Must have been the wind.
12.
It's not light, but you've carried heavier men before.
How often? Yeah, carrying men is
You've carried orcs.
Okay, yeah.
They're on your shoulder. You spend some time digging a hole. You remove all the clothes. You put these individuals in the hole and cover it over. Anything else anyone would like to do on this beach before you set back off to the Shade Resistance? Or in fact, do you indeed go back to the Shade Resistance? What do you guys want to do from here?
Do we find anything of value on the guards?
Taking parts, after removing their clothes, you find their scimitars. Do me an investigation check, just in case. Each of them within their coin purse. So first of all, within their coin purses, you can find 60 gold pieces that you can divvy amongst yourselves. You find 6 rubies from the Scartha, because they each had 3 eyes, these 3 ruby eyes. Looking through the coin purses, in one of them, there seems to be a golden coin, but in the center of it is this black opal gem. And around the circumference of this coin is just AC, 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 AC 4 times. And no, it doesn't mean armor class.
Can I do an Arcana check, see if I know what the fuck it is?
For sure.
That's not going to do it as a 3 on the dice, so I have no idea.
It's a fancy coin with the letters AC on it.
I'll pop it in my pocket.
Cool.
And I'll divvy out the gold, everyone. Just add 10 gold to your inventory.
Cool.
Sweet.
Setting off from this cliffside beach, back the way you came, back through the sewers, and back into the Shade Resistance main hideout with these men over your shoulders, successfully retrieving the escapees of Saltward Prison, and possibly gaining a new member of your adventuring party. That's where we're going to leave today's session. So, thank you all for watching Blood and Sand. Join us next time as some more fuckery happens to these guys, I guess. Heather, welcome to the show, and apologies for ripping your body apart and having you do death saves first thing you do. But hey, that's Blood and Sand for you guys.
I thought that was like the initiation to the...
it pretty much is, to be fair. Yeah, indeed it is. But yeah, hey, that's Blood and Sand, and that's what it's about. Join us next week. We'll see you very soon. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.